Alright, and I'm live a couple minutes early. Hell yeah. Just let me go ahead and get stuff set up on this end. Refresh that. And just left off right at the end of this this specific world. We're about to finish up Neverland. Hopefully I get to go for a decent amount of time. We'll see if my back permits. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. Actually, I'm pretty sure I left some Heartless alone in the other room. 'Cause I was in a rush. My back was hurting so bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so goal is to go till about 10 o'clock, maybe a little bit longer. If I have to take an intermission, then you know I'll just do that. Let you all know when I'll be back. You know, all know what the backdrop looks like. You know what brands of cereal we got. Raisin Bran, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Ooh, tried to sneak up on me. That was good, Sora. That's how you use that auto target. Yes. Yes. Oh, he did. Okay. Maybe less yes than I thought. Pop, pop. Screen ain't working? It was just up. Okay, but thanks for letting me know. Let me go ahead and pause. Appreciate it. Which makes sense, because I did unplug it or whatever. Alright, let's go. I did test it before I went live. I guess maybe I moved something in the last second or so. Hey, it was good to see you, Wayfaring Spartan. Screen machine broke. Uh-oh. No, we don't like that. Yes. Yes. Oh my. Oh, baby, a triple. Well, let's do a Thunder Raid. And then followed up with a Blizzard Raid. Maybe stop doing that, please. Yes, standing one. Yep, straight line. Love to see it. Then we'll go ahead and hit him with that Oh My Wamo. Yeah, we do fix the screen machine faster than McDonald's fixes the ice cream machine. Which is why this is the best stream on YouTube under 50 subs. Better recognize. Hello, hello, welcome back, Benjamin. Good to see you, Michael. And Michael, you are indeed first. I saved you your spot as usual. I can't believe I resisted that for so long. I should have just known. Michael is first. That's the way that it works. Until Benjamin spelled it out for Master Chief, I still didn't understand it. Alrighty. But yeah, welcome back. Thanks for coming. I feel like maybe it's the music that I don't like here. I guess it fits, but my gosh, this world has been like boring as fuck. I have to say, I felt the same way about the one in Kingdom Hearts 1. Neverland really did not do much for me. I think I beat that whole thing in like 30 minutes or something. It took no time at all to get through Neverland. Was not impressed. I need one that there's one in it. Absolutely. Get that edamame wamushinderu. Sometimes it takes historians just to explain, a touch to explain tradition. I don't know what the context for that was. Did I say something about tradition? If you give me a little context, Benjamin, I'd appreciate that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna categorically agree with you. And I didn't improve my deck. God damn it. It's a good thing Cyrus isn't here, because we might see a death. Oh, Wendy's on the plank. Oh, you'll just accept me agreeing with you? Okay, cool. Cool, cool. Yeah, I hate history, but I respect historians. It kind of sucks that I went into sociology because that's... it's like the exact wrong major and study if you don't like history. Oh. Sociology's like 60% history and 40% being a snappy SJW. Just grab Wendy and go. Alright, it was worth it. Must be a valid defense. Well, first off, keep in mind that the history that's taught in school is not that substantial, I would say. Peaked with his birth and subsequent existence. Never mind. Whatever Wayfaring Spartan said, that's how it is. So, wait, could I just hit him with the, I'm curious what he's doing here. Barrel blast? Is he done? Oh my god, okay. God damn it, Hook. Oh, he's not taking that much damage, holy crap. I lost my mortal. Oh, my lever. I did know. He had a 0 right there, too. Oh, I was too far away. Oh, no. I mean, I wasn't planning on, like, seriously fighting him this run. Oh my gosh, why did I do that? That's funny. Come on, give me that goofy. I'll take that 8. What did you do? Oh, it was equal. No. Why are these... This doesn't feel like that tough of a fight. Okay. Like, I'm barely doing anything, and it feels like I have the upper hand already. Ballroom Blitz. Ballroom Blitz. I don't even have any 0s in my deck. He just straight up murked himself. Oh my gosh. Cool. He got a 0 right when he needed it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But that is not going to be difficult at all with my other deck. Like, at all. Anyway, that was deck number 1. Oof. Okay. Which, my criticisms don't end there. It's not just about it being substantive or substantial. What I don't like about history is the frame that it's taught in. Right, history is taught as a matter of fact without necessarily extrapolating lessons from those, and the lessons that are taught in history oftentimes go under the radar or they're unchallenged. Right, like for example, my sister was upstairs playing music and she was playing this patriotic song, you know, God bless America, wah 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 wah, stuff like that. And while I don't have any issues with that type of music, I do find it interesting that, you know, she's being exposed to that kind of stuff. But, for example, it would be weird for me to, because like nationalism or patriotism, you know, you can be patriotic, dedicated to an idea aside from the country. So that stuff gets slipped in all the time, and it goes to benefit nobody. Whereas the implications of history overall that help us to have a more holistic understanding of ourselves and others, that is not explicitly taught. You get told matter-of-fact things like, oh yeah, this happened. Oh yeah, this also happened. It's like having somebody tell you about a really great anime, but they suck at storytelling. That was my issue with history. Again, in sociology, it got a lot better, I will say. But overall, I still stand by that assessment. Ballroom blitz, boom boom, ballroom blitz. Alrighty, yeah, we'll just move this up here with the rest. Oh, I didn't even have any of these because there was never a need. Alright, well we'll just go ahead and destroy him real quick. Like, I was expecting a lot more for Captain Hook. Kind of sounds like your experience differs from mine. Then, I mean, it depends. If you were taught history in implicative form, where, for example, they were like, moral of the story is this, moral of the story is that, then I would concede that history could be interesting. But that's partially why I like sociology, because you get to not just know or learn history, you get to interpret it as well. And interpret it using different frames. $25, 10, 18. Yeah, he's gonna get destroyed when he comes down here. Like, this isn't even this isn't even gonna be a challenge. Come on, Hook. Let me introduce you to this lethal frame real quick. You should have used that zero, my guy. I saw it. It was right there. There you go. That's how you do it. But also, you gotta use it. Use that zero. But I have so many lethal frames. Yeah, you're gone. Oh my, one more. Rest in spaghetti. Like, wow. Yeah, last time I only had 1 0 in my deck. And it just seemed more troublesome to keep trying to refresh my deck to get those zeros than to just do that. That was not tough at all. A lot of my classes at uni make an active effort to deal with the significance of things, but there's only so much they're allowed to say because otherwise we lose state. Exactly. Exactly. Like, there's a way to, for example, present situations in an objective fashion from different frames without it being political, right? And that's why I tend not to like history, because by not entertaining different ideologies or different frames, you are making a statement as to the value of history, the objective value. So when we're talking about the debate about Columbus Day or whatever, or Adventurers Day, stuff like that, if you are not acknowledging that there were other people who had other lifestyles, ideologies, and who had different thoughts about whether or not Columbus was good at that time and what he did, then you're inherently just saying, even if you teach the limited version that only talks about his exploits that were good, you are saying that that is the correct history by only discussing that version. I went to some workshops as part of like my senior assignments and stuff like that. We would have to, spread out into different workshops, and I chose indigenous speakers. They were doing like a bunch of seminars and stuff, and I went to quite a few of them, and it was fairly interesting to hear about how the culture has been framed in context of like our needs as Americans. That's always been the case. We have quote unquote Black Lives Matter as a movement to represent, or at least have out there, the public idea of what some segments of the black population are struggling with. right? It's not sweeping. It's not everybody. You know, sometimes some people get lost in the semantics, saying like, oh, every single black person is this, and then another person's like, oh no, it can't be every single one. Therefore, the movement has no value. But no, we're represented on the world stage now by movements like that. However, with the indigenous populations, that wasn't as common, and even to this day, still isn't as common. So that's more so what I'm talking about when it comes to like a stilted history. My history teacher was awesome. See, I see what you're saying, but the way you initially said it raised a preliminary. Oh no, Benjamin. I don't hate history. I'm not one of those people who's like, history boring. But like, it was a nothing subject in school for the most part, because it left the interpretation up to people who were inherently ignorant, right? The conclusions and implications that I drew from history overall, like way back then versus now, I'm like, God, I was a dumbass piece of shit. Somebody should have taught me better. He would talk about figures in history as people, the psychology behind different figures like Jackson, Washington, and Lincoln, more like anthropology. Yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds very cool. But like you said, more like anthropology than history. You typically have to go into a specific study to, I guess, experiment with frames of history or slices of history, dispositions of history. That's where I'm standing. I don't think history by itself, the story of the world, like, oh, this happened, this happened, this happened, hate that shit. It's not interesting at all if we can't get into the juicy implications. Oh yeah. God, that's how easy Hook was, everybody. Captain Hook was so easy, in fact, that we got started talking about the history and why it's shit. And that conversation took longer than his boss fight did. That was Lark's scene, I would have been here silent for like an hour and a half. Pre-uni history in this country is literally useless. Oh man. There's a conversation I've been thinking about very often. In high school, I had a conversation with this guy named Jared. No relation to Jared Miller, who comes to chat sometimes. But we had a very like cordial, cool conversation about like guns and gun safety and stuff. And his I guess overarching argument was that guns don't kill people, people kill people. When we were talking about like people who want to get rid of guns in the country. Anyway, and I totally agree with that. I've mentioned the story before. I was like, that makes so much sense. Exactly. We don't need gun control. We need people control. But in hindsight, his argument was that we don't need gun control. He was like, no, as many guns as possible. That's what gun control is supposed to be, a way to control people. But without understanding the different frames or, you know, ideologies that existed, I took that to mean that we were on the same side of the issue. I didn't realize that, you know, both sides are aware of the fact that one way or another we need to control people, but they have different stances on doing so. And again, as a high schooler, without knowing those different frames, you can't actually have an informed opinion, because you can't differentiate between what someone is saying and what they actually mean. Associate of mine is going to become a history teacher because apparently he got inspired from me talking to him about things. Poor guy. Jim Jeffries talk about gun control. The name sounds familiar. Oh, Jim Jeffries. Okay, I know this guy. I hear he's got a spotty history, but he goes back and forth across party lines. Yeah, I know that guy. I've laughed at some of his stuff, and then other stuff I'm like, wow, dude, are you okay? Ooh. But if you have any links or whatever you want to share, I'm open to being introduced to his talk on gun control. Like honestly, that debate to me is it's over. Like we have car control, and cars do way more for the society at large than guns do. Like they actually provide a public good. Our economy is booming because we can transport ourselves.
Guess he must have finally
So,
got
you know,
tired of fighting with
gun
you.
control sounds like a no-brainer.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, just DM it to me on Discord. I'll check it out. What? No fight? Riku better want to fight me. Yeah, I know where Riku's hiding. He's over here right behind this pillar. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, that's plot. That's plot that I can't get back there.
Yeah.
That is so plot. You see that plot armor, guys? I was just about to expose Riku and kick his ass. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to fight Vexen though.
So what's going on, Vexen? Your Riku was supposed to counter Sora. What's he waiting for? Where is he?
He's hiding somewhere to lure Sora deeper into the castle, right? I suppose we should just leave it at that, you know.
Aha! Oh, I see now. I would have never guessed that. So sorry, Vexen.
Silence!
Predictable response. Forget it. Men without hearts are so boring.
You're one to talk. As if you have such a heart to speak of yourself.
That's enough.
Marluxia.
It is Marluxia, I knew it.
Vexen, the simple fact is that your project was a failure.
Yeah, Marluxia is the only
Best
reason why I
not
really want to play
disappoint
this
us
game.
again.
Because he doesn't get a lot of, or
You
any
go too far.
real screen time.
In this organization,
In Kingdom
you're
Hearts
number
2,
11. I'm number 4.
or the others
I
I
will not
played.
have you.
I've been entrusted this castle in Namine by our leader. Defying me will be seen as treason against the organization. Traitors
So I wanted to know more about him.
I believe that's what the rules say.
Who needs a half-baked good-for-nothing anyway?
Vexen, you cannot win against Sora.
Pity to be so ignorant.
His eyes
As
are
you're
peeking through
only
his
able to see the
eyelids.
surface of things, I should not expect you to appreciate my true might.
Oh?
Oh, so that's a big
Let
ass
us
sight. That looks so
watch as you prove
clunky.
it.
What?
None of us wish to be suspicious of a comrade.
Your insincerity is comforting.
You give a challenge like that to Vexen and he'll seriously want to eliminate Sora. That would be an unfortunate denouement.
Daniel, I love his voice though. This is cool. God damn, look at those feet. They're like half as long as her. What is that? Not the
Your
femur.
hero was soon to be
That the
wiped
tibia?
from existence. But I believe there is a certain promise that he made you.
If you
Isn't
cut off her
that
foot
right?
and stacked it next to her leg, you could probably almost
Yes.
reach her knee from heel to toe. That's crazy. She got like size 19s. I'm struggling to picture Shaquille O'Neal's feet being bigger than hers.
And that must mean we've lost.
New Brawlhalla Scythe character confirmed. What up, Defi?
Sora,
No heart?
it's still not too late. Don't you think we should turn back?
That gun control bit? Okay,
Can't
so
do
cracks you up. Cool.
Because
Scythes and Final
that would
Fantasy are
break
all
an old
style. I'm here
promise that
for
I
it.
made.
Vexen
Oh,
sounds familiar. I
promise?
don't know if anybody finds out what he's from.
What would
I would
that be?
love to know. Most of the
Islands?
voice acting in like
I promise
this
not
realm of the world and
that I'd keep
dubbing
her
and stuff,
safe, no matter what.
they tend to be pretty established.
I forgot.
You'll find that everybody knows everybody, and that's really
I didn't
cool.
remember
I want to
until
join that
started
world.
forgetting everything
Speaking
else.
of, I mentioned this in the last stream, but I know a lot of you weren't able to make it. I did get another
Promise
gig,
between the two of us.
and this one, he said he's gonna. Let me see if he actually accepted it.
That's why
But it looks like it's gonna be for
I
$5.50.
can't leave.
Yep.
Now that I remember the
Second.
promise, I have to keep it.
All right, yeah, cool.
Of course.
So $5.50 is what it's
We
gonna be for.
understand, Sora.
So I got my next audiobook, and then this one sounds really cool. I did a sample of it in like the audition. So I'm moving up in the world, y'all. Maybe next time I'll have a project that's worth $1,000. But the cool thing is that I'm estimating it about, again, it's a 5.5 hour reading piece of material. Usually it takes me about 7.5 hours, 8.5 hours, or like with that long, to get the correct takes and to make sure I have the sound the way that I want it. And then editing's about 3 times that. So I mentioned it earlier, it would come out to close to 24, 25 hours. And then add on an extra 5 on top. So I'd be working for about 15 an hour on this project. But if I finish quickly and do it effectively, I can drive that cost even further down. But I do have a whole month to work on it. And I got another gig too. So if you ever want to like commission me on Fiverr, maybe I'm blowing up over there. Maybe. But hopefully your projects won't be like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Okay, I know I already saved, but let me just... I got a bad feeling this next word's gonna kick my ass. Thank you, Deepak, I appreciate it. Yeah, we're slowly getting into more permanent employment. But slowly, bit by bit, every day I put a little bit more on my resume. And then eventually I'll send out applications and get a schedule that doesn't allow me to build the skills that I want to have, but are necessary. Or at least to build up a work experience. I think once I've had a job for like 2 to 3 years, that is a big boy job, then I won't have any other issues finding employment. That's the main thing holding me back. But like I said, I have a few offers now. A few people who said that I can get that whenever I want. So that's cool. Alexa, stop. I don't even say her name. She starts talking to me. Like, she told me she hopes I get better soon. The robots are taking over. Y2K. 2K. Wait, what the hell? Whoa, what's going on here? Hold up a sec. I was only kind of glancing at that. Why's she doing my mans like that? Kingdom Hearts Beast is so... No way. Okay, sorry. I cannot believe Bella's doing him like that. Shit. Place with the useless boss. Leave before she Beast, I'll take her out. I'll take her out. I'm not about the beauty. I'm all about you. You are the beauty. You don't need her. Just say the word. Strike rate. She's still in range. Keep your sympathy. No one can ever care for a beast like... I'm telling you, my guy. I'm telling you. Okay? You see my hands? You see my slender fingers? I do great with like pedicures and stuff. They say I have a woman's touch. Just let me know. Let me know. I'll get a fur costume. Beauty is the beast. Oh, that's right, Michael. Get her. Get her. You know what, Benjamin? I told him about the death in the other stream. And it took a lot to bring myself to say it, but I'm glad I did. Because I cannot believe you wrap me out like that. I mean, I really can. God, you're so awful. How could you do this to me? Oh, I'm still using this deck. Alright, well, if we're gonna do it, let's do it right there. No, I need that goofy card. Give it to me. They kick me all you like.
Goofy!
Come on and slay. And welcome to... Yes. Still got it. I fear the day when Goofy doesn't actually kill. That's gonna be a tough day for me. Nice. Wanna try that again, Donald? Okay, he kinda killing it. He was kinda killing it. Come on down so I can reach you. Come on. I wanna hit you with the Oh My Wamo Shinderu. There we go. Huh. Nothing personnel, kid. So you didn't hear from me? I have a woman's touch. Would that be trans hand? So it's interesting. It's interesting. In that I have views about the term trans. I think I mentioned this before. I don't like that term. Because transgender, transsexual, Yeah. To me, it sounds like, or reminds me of like outside of gender or outside of sexuality, when gender is already a spectrum and people aren't in one spot. I mean, according to the layman, the lame culture we live in, I suppose you could say be trans, and maybe. But I don't like it. Not because I have an issue with being trans, but more so because it sounds like it delegitimizes a legitimate expression of gender. That's all I'm saying. Grr. Makes me so angies. This is so unnecessary. Like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Just do some gender. Or don't do some gender. I don't care. Sometimes I do. I will admit. Because would that be a hand split? Okay, that's funny. I like that. Well, from what I understand, trans, if I'm not, it means beyond or outside of. Am I remembering that correctly? Yeah, I've mentioned this before, but if I'm remembering correctly, transgender implies beyond or outside of gender, right? But trans people express pretty standard in the gender binary. It's very, very, very rare. In fact, I've never heard of it, but I can imagine that there are trans people who don't necessarily abide by the gender binary, but that also sounds like a misnomer. So because they're part of and do express themselves within the gender binary, saying outside of beyond or beyond gender doesn't make any sense. They're literally doing the same things we are. The only issue is, I guess, our expectations for which sexes or which, birth conditions beget which gender expressions, and that bothers me because it's a fundamental misunderstanding of what gender is, since it's completely socialized. When your parents tell your little brother to stop being a girl, not to cry like a woman, they are teaching him how to express masculine gender norms. It's taught. And yes, testosterone has stuff to do with it too, to a certain degree, about how you develop, but not the ideas that are in your head. Anyway. Okay. I'm off the soapbox. Okay, on the other side or across? Okay. Thank you for that, Michael. In that regard, then I am incorrect in making that distinction. However, I do think the commentary still stands about how it's viewed. The distinction of on the other side of gender, when, for example, gender and sex have no bearing on one another, is why that still bothers me at the same time. So even if trans does not mean on the outside or beyond, it is still regarded in our culture as a separate expression or a separate type of identity. If that makes sense. Whereas without that specific distinction of trans, you could just be masculine or feminine. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that we distinguish in that nature? I could try to find a clunky way to, or a not less clunky way of saying it. For example, all humans start off pretty short. I don't know anybody who was born 6 feet tall. So you go from one side of the height spectrum to the other side. I'm not trans tall. I guess you could be trans short though. If you lose both legs in an accident. Yeah, you get pretty trans short. So I will make that correction. That's why I said I wasn't sure if it was the actual definition or if it was something that I took occasion with just because of the way that it's used. And given Michael's clarification for me, that is my own personal interpretation. So if you disagree with that, I'm perfectly fine with that disagreement. However, I do think that there is a legitimate claim that we still regard the trans experience as being outside of. We definitely want this one. Tornado breaking the game once more. Trans just means beyond is applicable here. Yeah, it does also mean beyond, but I don't think that applies, honestly. I don't think that applies generally, but I still think that that's how it's used. Which, then we have to get into the specifics of what beyond means. There's a better way to explain this concept right here, that I will admit. But it's not a conversation or debate I've had that often. It's just more representative of my own personal feelings about the way we engage in this conversation.
This is it. Heal.
I guess practically speaking, here's my question. What is the value? Oh, was that ours? Yeah, I should have been watching. That was cool.
Heal.
Oh, wait. Oh, try it again.
Back off.
Okay, this was strike rate.
Let's go.
Anyway. Many jokes that show people's expense. Sibling talk. It's fine. Seems very weird and arbitrary. Oh, the question I was asking is like, what is the value of distinguishing, you know, somebody's transgender expression from
Let's go.
I was just trying to load up Goofy. From anyone else's gender expression. That's my question.
Whoa.
Random. Oh, yeah, that's that one card that can fit for any card. Okay. Cool. I think I accidentally got rid of the last one. Those of us who are a certain height take offense to that. I'm gonna think on that.
Win.
Oh, I did not need this here. There are only like 3 enemies. I mean, this transcendent. I don't know anybody who considers himself or who refers to themselves transcendent. Maybe there are many of you who consider yourselves to be so.
This is it. Let's go. Back off.
Transition, for example, is frequently used to describe what a trans person goes through.
Let's go.
Because it obviously means something one thing from another. I don't think the beyond definition is problematic. Well, I'm more so talking about public discourse. The beyond definition is not problematic, for example. If we're talking about trans people who are discussing their own transition, that's a little bit different than people who, for example, in the super straight movement, who are trying to distinguish between trans women and women on the basis of that transition, if that makes sense. Or trying to look at that as a separate gender. Right? Because if you transition from one side to another, you're on that side, are you not? As opposed to it being like you transition from one side to another slightly adjacent. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Let's go.
But that would happen regardless of the term you describe them. Well, keep in mind, I'm not necessarily arguing that the term is bad or illegitimate to describe the thing. I'm talking about the conversation, like the way that it is regarded. The fact that that has become a statement of not the transition itself, or the fact that there was a period of time when they may have expressed a certain gender identity. in the modern conversation, it's usually used to distinguish one from the other, saying that you aren't really this, you know, gender. You are trans. That's what I'm discussing. So again, this is not necessarily meant to be a semantic debate, but I'm saying that when we say trans, I'm also talking about the colloquial connotative value in the term nowadays. But again, if I'm being unclear, I do apologize. Short people aren't tiny. I was definitely one of those guys who will call short people tiny. Short people are like human chihuahuas, tiny and full of rage.
Let's go.
Oh, just no, not a whole lot. Kind of discussing linguistic stuff, but not really. This is not the. Okay, cool, we got him. Not the goal. Just playing some games, talking with the bros.
Let's go.
Oh, cool. That actually hit, even down there. Probably because he wasn't stopped.
Let's go.
On history and gender. No, I didn't want that. Where's Goofy? Okay, I just didn't do the wrong thing. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Hot takes on history and gender. I don't necessarily think they're hot takes. I must admit. Oh yeah, get down here. And while you're a pancake. Oh, it didn't work. Oh man, now I feel dummy. I feel big dumb stupid head.
Back off.
That was so cool. I really should have been able to do that in my mind. If anything, I think I'm the one not being clear. Oh, okay, Michael. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, if there's something I'm missing on your end, please feel free to describe it. I'm not advocating for there being a new term to describe, you know, trans people or that group in general. My main goal is to make sure that that identity is not at the forefront. Right? If I want to say I'm a real man, people might question the real part. They don't necessarily question the man, right? Unless I'm trans. And that shit bothers me.
Heal. This is it.
Sonic Blade, let's go, baby. No, give me the thing. Oh, I did the thing where I tried to lock on, didn't I? Can I please hit? I'm gonna use my other deck. I keep meaning to change it, but I get distracted. Oh yeah, I have this. Go, Tornado. Tornado, potato. Where? Get in there. Get it. Ah. And then heal. Boom, I like that. Get in there, Donald. Well, yes, that's because what makes something offensive is intention. You know? Like, people think it's words. I am not offended by the N-word as much. And even when I've expressed it to people, the thing that I have a problem with is not that you said the word. It's usually that you either did not intend to take what my feelings could have been into account, or you actually intended to use it in an offensive manner, right? Like, even friends who use it around me, it's like, you didn't even check with me to see if that's something I'm sensitive about. So I know that that wasn't your intention, to make sure I was okay. Like, if I pants you in public just because that's what we do at home, without checking to see if that's something you would also appreciate, I think you have the right to be upset. So, but generally, if I know somebody's intentions, especially if it's for like educational purposes or they have a legitimate reason to do so, quoting somebody, I literally do not care. The word itself is offensive. It's the intention behind it and how you enact or act upon its intention. Yeah, if cis was used more than real, then it would alleviate the situation completely. However, it wouldn't alleviate the situation if, for example, by cis they meant real. Typically, when people say cis, they're trying to be accurate. When people say real, they're trying to be exclusive, right? But if the right, for example, or at least the portion of the right wing that is heavily anti-trans, if they started using cisgender, but they still meant real, then it wouldn't really fix the situation. I just want people to be respected, and for arbitrary things not to be made the cornerstone of conversation. Why do crickets keep coming in? It's like every time I'm on stream, it's a fucking cricket. I didn't even know they could climb on walls. Like, this dude is doing the spot, and he's just gonna come all the way down and then fall. It happens every time. Okay. Oh, wait. So which one do I want? Not the zeros. My vision has been really blurry lately. Let's just do, yeah, let's do the 8. It's fine. They got leg burrs to climb walls? I had no idea. I did not mean to run off. Oh yes, in fact, you mentioned Dave Chappelle's The Closer, and it's very interesting. So I'm not gonna do it anytime soon, but I have been meaning to make a video on that. I'll be talking about that in detail, because I haven't seen a whole lot of nuanced takes on it. Like, people either take one side of the conversation or they take the other, and it's more so based on where their minds were before they watched it than it is about the content of the show. And that's like, don't get me wrong, I still believe that Dave Chappelle is like a 40-year-old black dude who grew up in a different time and doesn't get it right in how he expresses ideas. I don't think anything he said in that show was in bad faith, if that makes sense. You can say it wasn't funny. I didn't think it was his best work, but I did think that he was genuinely attempting to start a conversation. And that's something I do respect, and I wish people would, take that a little bit more seriously. But my issue is that, for example, I just got into a debate about it the other day where somebody was using Dave Chappelle's rhetoric to be transphobic towards Caitlyn Jenner. I was like, Dave would not support this post. Like, did you watch the show? He spent like the last 10th of the show talking about his trans friend. Not saying, oh, she's not a real woman, or not saying, oh, whatever. No, it was literally so dumb. So yes, I've seen The Closer, to answer your question, and I do want to talk about it. But I'm going to start off hopefully making Berserk content, because I have a lot of shit to say about that. So we'll start off with that, get my grind up, and then I'll do a commentary analysis of The Closer. I'm shooting for the anniversary of it. That way I have time to let the conversation play out publicly, and I'll have more material to sift through. I can do a content analysis and also make sure that I'm on the right side of the argument. But yes, Argo, I've seen it. Also gives me a chance to like weed out my bias, because I do like Dave Chappelle. I think he's a very, very smart and funny guy. But I'm not gonna go like Joe Rogan on, like, oh my gosh, I would go to Dave Chappelle for medical advice or philosophical advice. Like, he's just a dude asking questions. Not that big a deal. I think the biggest root cause is people not understanding the difference between sex and gender, and we won't get anywhere. Exactly, Michael, exactly. Which is, again, my issue, because when we're talking about trans is used as, okay, so this is a good time to make this distinction. I don't have an issue with the term transgender. I don't have an issue with the term transsexual independent of each other if you've actually had a sex transition. But people typically are using an amalgamation of the term. When they say trans, they mean somebody whose gender identity has switched from their sex. Right? They transition to a different gender identity but maintain a certain sex. And that is yeah, categorically false. Like it's amalgamation of just wrong all around. So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. That's I think the best way to explain what my specific issue is. If you're making that specific commentary or that specific claim about people, then I have an issue with you. Well, maybe not an issue with you, maybe an issue with what you're saying, but it depends on what you do with what you're saying. So, you know, I'll find out. Not afraid to debate you on Facebook. I got way too many friends on Facebook. I checked the other day, I'm at like 1,500 people. I'm like, what the fuck? We need to start weeding these out. So now I debate everybody I disagree with. Hoping to get down to 1,200 by the end of the week. Nah, I love my guarded bounties. I'll never get rid of it. You can go ahead and segue. I don't mind. This is when I'm on stream, you know, this is technically for you guys. If I wanted to, you know, sit and talk to myself and only engage in my own ideas, I would make a video. Which is why when I do address the closer, I'm hoping that it'll have a little bit more of an audience to engage with that. It would be nice if I could do it post 1,000 subs, but we'll see. We'll get there. Oh, 3 9s. Oh my gosh. Benjamin, you're right. I didn't realize the 3s had infiltrated. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because I was about to draw the line at 9s. But if the 3s are using the 9s to infiltrate, then they're traitors to the state. They must be eliminated.
Let's go.
That's cool. That actually does work for Shadow because if they move. That's what I wanted. Yes, let's do this.
Win.
Okay, I used the 3rd one just now. Sweet. Get in there. You guys suck. I'll take that. You know, you would really think that these wyverns would have higher card costs. They're like in the 4s and shit. These guys used to smack. They slapped the living shit out of me back in the day. I was looking forward to your thoughts on it. I think a lot of issues with it in culture comes from people unwilling to view it rather than the content itself, which is a shame, really. And again, if you want my general views on, I don't mind talking about it here. The video that I'll be making will be more about breaking down the claims in an empirical sense, and also using evidence in the conversation. I'm fine to talk about it if people want to know my thoughts on the closer. But I have to put like a disclaimer that these are not informed thoughts on the closer, at least as informed as I would normally like to, so that I reserve the right to go back on whatever I'm saying now in light of new information that I might acquire later. That's all I'm saying. All right, go. But yeah. I thought that personally was really well done. Take it back. I thought it was really well done given who Dave Chappelle is. That's why I said I didn't think anything was said in bad faith. Like, just because we don't speak the same language or have the same sensitivities doesn't mean that, you know, my message is inherently flawed. If you look at Dave Chappelle's comedic career, he expressed it as Dave Chappelle would, which I know is part of the problem that a lot of people have with it. But that wasn't to make people uncomfortable. Get in there. Stop flying over the tornado. Oh, that's so lame. Don't worry, I talked with some of my lib friends about it. It's funny that she would be really entertained by the fact that I called her one of my lib friends. Nice. Ooh, get in here, Goofy. Oh, and it's a 9. I don't even need that 0. One of my roommates put LEDs in our living room, which was fun. Then he starts burning incense, and now our whole apartment smells like a church. Cool. Also, what the hell do I even use glide for in this game? Seems like a very useless ability.
Yeah. Let's go.
And I keep meaning to change the deck.
Let's go.
Although it's doing just fine. I understand I might keep it up. It's just taking me a little longer to beat stuff than I would like. Maybe I'll go back, since I think I leveled up. I'll add another tornado. Or something like tornado. See what other slides I have.
Win.
These flying motherfuckers getting on my nerves. Cool, got them all. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Huh. Let's go.
Wait, there we go. No. But I do appreciate you all coming and sticking around. Obviously, we've been together for like, you know, anywhere from a month to a year now. But I still don't let that, I still don't take that lightly. Because being able to talk with people about things like this is not a, like, it's not a universal experience. There are people who aren't able to have these types of conversations, even with the closest people that they have in their lives. But the fact that we can do it here in this, you know, semi-informal setting, I would say is super fucking cool. Goddamn love this community. Oh, I see that 3. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. Alright, I'll be right back. My dad just got back and I have some things to tell him. So, 5 minutes or 6 minutes or so. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, my back. Ow, my back. Okay. Alright, I am back. And let me just say that trip brought me some harrowing news. My boy Naruto. Mr. Hokage himself. The #1 hyperactive knucklehead ninja somehow is in Fortnite. He's in Fortnite now, he's a skin, and I guess that's cool. I'll probably play Fortnite again now and work my way up to get the Naruto skin, but it's He's so much cooler than Fortnite. Why Naruto? Why Naruto? Anyway, I'm gonna read the chat now. I'm back. Okay. Was there a 3 in Guarded Bounty or Guarded Trove? Oh, there is a flat out 3 in Guarded Trove. You gotta get rid of that. Thank you for that, Benjamin. Has been lost. I joined the community. Just wait until 3 a.m. when he starts conducting a seance. You wake up in the middle of the night. Cool, cool. I sit on top bunk for a reason. Be back in 5, 6, or 1 minute. Yeah, as soon as I got up, I was like, I said 5, 6, and 1 minute. I figured somebody was gonna say something about that. Are there any Central American details I should keep in mind? Maybe a TikTok person I should be aware of? I don't know. I don't know what question that is. Oh yeah, Naruto and Fortnite, that's cursed. And it was 1 minute. Oh, which one I was talking about for the... Okay. Cool, now that I'm all caught up, I think I'm done purging the yeah. Alright, the purge is complete.
Yeah.
Boom, booga-doom, booga-doom.
Let's go.
Yeah, we never talk politics at Smash Streams.
Let's go.
This is why Smash is better than Kingdom Hearts. Quetzalcoatl? I can't remember how to pronounce it. Oh, there it is. You just hit that and we're good to go. Taki taki, taki taki rumpa. I get too busy. Well, I'm also too busy to talk politics in Smash. I just always think it's funny that, like, things that affect your world. Like, people say, oh, politics doesn't affect me. It's like, no, it does. It does. Because, like, the shit you complain about. It's all political in one way or another. I thought there would be another group. Alright, well, that's fine. I'll just heal in the next battle.
Let's go.
That's so damn loud.
Goofy.
Do it to him, Goofy. They're talking about Naruto out there. I'm glad they don't have any V-Bucks. They won't be able to buy them. Yeah, as you all know, if you came to the Fortnite streams back in the day, I main Chun-Li in Fortnite, but I also bought the Ariana Grande skin. And I got Forbidden too. What I want to be Kakashi. Kaka-sensei. Okay. Random loud noise roommate. I have one of those. I mentioned saxophone. Oh, Saxophone Man is not the same roommate, or he is the random loud noise roommate? Because if you have Saxophone Man and another one, I would have to ask how you're managing. Like, that stuff doesn't bother me, but I still get it, you know? It typically bothers me more if, like, other people are around to have an issue with it. I'm like, seriously, dude? Come on, man. They didn't even ask for this. Okay, so the first place I'm going is It's on this one. Okay, let's just go over there. Alright, so I need to go, go to this one. Excuse me? Okay, one that is a 0. That is a 0. I have lots of false bounty. I have lots of guarded trove. I have calm bounty. Oh wait, I have Moogle Rune, don't I too? Yep. It'll be the Moogle. Moogle Rune. Oh, speaking of politics and takes, I wrote a post. Sometimes I write these long form posts. They're like little bloggy thingies on Facebook, and I post them. And this post was about like elitism, but not really. It's more about classism, but just how we have different conversations. Like, let me be clear. I'm not very steadfast in any of my beliefs. Like, I don't have to have the beliefs that I have. But what really irritates me is the way that we have certain conversations. Like when people assume that values are universal. Anyway, this specific conversation was about raising the wages for like unskilled labor, specifically fast food and stuff like that. And I always find that to be like a very toxic conversation. Because let's be real. If you were making, and we're ignoring inflation. There are ways to address inflation that don't involve keeping money from people who need it, such as subsidizing these types of measures, subsidizing businesses by taxing the super wealthy. But there are also other things we can do. But the point is, if you were making $80,000 a year in whatever career, let's say you're a historian and you're just making bank at your library of history that you historian at, right? But, somebody working at Arby's down the street is making $90,000. And $90,000 is still $90,000 in buying power. That doesn't make your life any worse. In fact, it means that you can argue for and represent yourself for better, not only wages, but like working conditions. Because if you ever don't like your job, or if you ever don't want to be where you are, you can go find an easily accessible, good, sustainable job and just be there. Like, from what I understand, that's historically what America's been touted as. Where dreams come true, land of the free and brave, and you can come here for opportunity. And why wouldn't we want that? There's obviously more to the long form post. It's a little bit more nuanced and thought out. But I'm still trying to find somebody who's on the opposite end to kind of talk to and get an understanding of it. Because the only argument that I've heard is, inflation. But I have to point out that the people that say that kind of stuff aren't economists. They aren't actually like educated. They just parrot that word that they've heard other people say without understanding how inflation happens. Right? If you were giving the complete conversation the scope that it deserves, you would understand that there's more to the conversation than just giving people more money equals inflation. Especially since overall the strongest economies that we've had come from having a strong middle class. I don't think we've ever had a really strong lower class, but at the very least a strong middle class, So paying well in those jobs equals that. I'm just saying. Alright, I'm checking our chat now. Let's see. I was spared from the saxophone roommate, thankfully. Oh my god! That was a monstrous pull. Holy shit. Let's see. Okay, cool. Oh, it was a genie. I want 200. So what do I have? Oh, you see that? You see this, Benjamin? I have 3 of these. Absolutely not. I don't know who they think I am. I don't play that way. I do not swing that way. I probably shouldn't keep all of those crab claws. There's no way I'm going to use all of that. Okay, anyway. Now we're going to go back and buy this 200 one. My associates to do much in the way of providing music. And you guys are just going in chat. You guys are just going. They have degrees from the University of Facebook and Fox News. My Nahi roommate is actively a libertarian in one of his personality traits. So political discussions are essentially non-existent here. He's not that bad. Well, you don't have to be that bad to also be immovable in your beliefs. Right? When you're debating or talking to somebody, you should be just as open to having your mind changed as you are to changing other people's minds. My understanding of a lot of libertarians is that they have the opposite disposition, where they are adamantly about changing your minds, but not willing to put in the effort to do so, other than calling you stupid for believing what you believe. By literally inventing money they didn't have, albeit it wasn't straight up money printing situation. So does the organization know these Mughals are helping Sora, or they're hired by the organization? They just didn't get the cloaks because they're low-wage workers, right? There's actually a workers' rights movement going on right now in Castle Oblivion, so that Mughals can afford to have cool hoods. Like King Mickey got one. How come they can't? It's a humanitarian crisis. Ever instigate political conversation purely because I'm more interested in the intellectual, but I do have a position if someone really does want to know my political views. Mughals are too elders to be killed. They know what they want to do. I'm just a regular guy, so I can't do anything anyway. I mean, I'm also not one of those people who is like, if you don't have a strong political stance, that's like voting for the other side. I don't believe in that. In every election, in every vote, whatever situation, there are three options typically. You can, or even if we're talking about like Congress, you can vote for a bill, you can vote against a bill, you can also abstain from voting. Like abstention is not just something that, you know, Congress people have. So, but with that said, when you say you're just a regular guy, you can't do anything. The thing about regular people is that they typically can identify fairly well with regular people, historically speaking. Elites have led countries and stuff like that, but we're actually in an age where being interconnected, having the internet, and also being able to leverage our political power as a group has led to a lot better and more social mobilization than you would otherwise see organically. So, the whole point is, Fujin, you might be a regular guy, but the value of a regular guy is increasing. Since regular people can do extraordinary things. Well, I guess I should have said ordinary people can do extraordinary things. I think you know where I'm coming from, though. But I also respect that disposition. He's not about changing people's minds because he's recognized a long time and he's probably the only libertarian on campus. This also means he's unwilling. Oh, okay. So it's just he doesn't want to have his mind changed. Harsh portion of it. Or it could be wrong about that. I did make a generalization there. It's mainly meant to be humorous. Since I generally say that libertarians are like not like other conservatives. Like, you know, I'm not like other girls. That's how I typically view libertarians. But that isn't to limit, you know, like all people into that mentality or whatever. It's just a testament to the kind of people that I've debated online. And in person. Like, my least favorite talking point when I'm talking with, or when I did have debates with libertarians, whenever I would mention, like, social safety nets or anything like that, it would be like, well, somebody's got to pay for it. And I'm like, they're like, who's going to pay for it? And in my mind, or in their minds, they don't mean that as in, like, let's take a look at the budget. They mean, I'm not going to pay for it, so we shouldn't do it. Which is a very weird way of going about the debate. Like, nobody's asking you personally to foot tens of millions of dollars in taxes for whatever. But we can look at the budget and have that constructive conversation if you want. Like, it doesn't have to be rhetorical. Military, 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 military.
Courage! Come on! Gotcha!
Okay. Oh, because like many, he's worried about being seen. Okay, well that's also, that makes sense. I have heard that it can be tough having different ideologies, especially on college campuses, where people will shame the hell out of you if you're not PC. I've been on the receiving end of that. For different beliefs I've held. But also personally, and this is, I don't put this same burden on the people. I do think personally, I want to be able at all times to either defend my beliefs or abdicate them. If I'm using the word abdicate correctly there. Ooh, that was good. Oh. Mainly because a lot of the problems in my younger years came from like traditionalist arguments that ignored the people involved. And that had to do with primarily religion. My biological mother's household. But anyway, I took that experience and used it to inform my own disposition. So I understand where your friend is coming from, Benjamin. And my heart goes out to him. That's a shitty position to be in. But I would also encourage him to make sure that he is not only secure in his beliefs, but is taking the time to temper them with the input of others. It really helps to be able to have that security that I know what I'm talking about. Not everything, but that I know enough to hold this belief and am open-minded enough to change it when the time comes. At least that brings me a lot of peace. It does get frustrating though sometimes when and this isn't meant to be like a complaining about other people, like, oh, other people are stupid, but you can tell a lot about a person by the way that they project or imagine problems. All right, so for example, people will say things to me like, that's just your opinion, assuming that my opinion is as hastily formed as theirs is, that it's not based in anything. And the reason that's frustrating is like, no, I don't form an opinion without at least having some semblance of an understanding of what the situation looks like. Now, whether that is researching the content available to me through discourse, or looking at the history of certain debates, etc. Like, when I have an opinion, that's what that means. But you know. Oh, it irritates me when people are like, yeah, that's just your opinion, man. You just woke up one day and had a dream, like that Martin Luther King guy. I had a dream that there was something problematic about the way we treat trans people in this country. And you can have this dream too for $5.99. I was told today that anybody who talks about race is basically grifting. Come on in, Trish. Yeah, I think that was. Oh no, it might have been me. I can't remember. I could put myself into a position of responsibility like that. That's also fair. Alright. I fight for Mughals to wear spooky black clothes. Not that I need to. Mughals can do whatever they want. They exist in 1958. I wouldn't trust any single person with decisions that affect everyone, let alone myself. I am fine with trusting people to make those decisions. I'm not fine with the avenues we typically have to select who gets to make those decisions. It's kind of like, you know, doing a job search or filling a position. Right, you would want the most qualified person for that position. And there's many different metrics you might use to qualify it. For example, some people won't hire males for daycare or, you know, things where they have to like take care of children for fear of pedophilia or other things. They just think they're not good caretakers, right? That's their disposition. And whether or not that is relevant or important, we do understand and recognize that there's other criteria that can guide the conversation. So, I don't like that American elections are no more nuanced than the goddamn Super Bowl. That's all that goes into it, is how much do people like you? And how much have you been able to utilize the media to trick them into doing so? Okay. Sorry, trying to play and read chat at the same time. You guys are passing me up. I said the same thing, so. They only ask how we're gonna pay for it when it's something meant to help people. Oh yes, Michael. Oh yes. How are we gonna pay for this thing that people need? Well, if you were in that position, you'd be asking yourself the same goddamn question. How am I gonna pay for it? I need to eat. My kids need to go to the hospital. How am I gonna pay for it? So, how about somebody finally come up with an answer? Excellent point, Michael. Okay. All it really does is make him more entrenched, because that's how polarization works. I would argue that's not necessarily... I mean, yes, that is how polarization happens. But, for example, I'm not entrenched in my beliefs because... how to put this? Because the environment that I... Oh, well, it is. It is. The environment does have a lot to do with it. But it's not necessarily because, you know, I'm oppressed by my environment, that I have the beliefs that I hold. They align with my values. So when it comes to polarization, I wish there was a way to get rid of this faux polarization, where people do it out of necessity rather than because it's something that they would normally do. That makes sense? Like that they genuinely agree with. If that makes sense. Because if you get pushed into an ideology, it's usually because you're trying to protect some element of your lifestyle or something along those lines. Kind of like how I voted for Joe Biden, because what other choice did I have, dude? If I had it my way, Bernie all day. Bernie, I want Bernie. But yeah, that's how people get pushed into being polarized. They're like, shit, well, I don't want to vote for Biden. Guess I'm a racist. Oh, it's so sad. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a longer stream, so I'm going to take time to entertain chat. Tax cuts for the rich and military spending never gets to how we're going to pay for it, despite being way more costly. That doesn't change the situation at all, and it's been a number of years, so it's a bit late for me to harass him further about the issue. Which is why I will name my sword in the future Apocalypse Tax Cuts. Oh, because you couldn't pay for it. You had to steal it. I'm training at an all Flyers team. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, Flyers teams are cool in Heroes. I have one. It's not that great, but it's mine. I did just pull whatever that Catria is with the sword. I know I've lost her a few times in the arena, so I'm excited about that. I lean conservative libertarian. If I've learned anything in life, it's never worth going out of your way to push your opinions on someone else. You lose friends that way. Hopefully, yes, you do lose friends that way, pushing your opinions on someone else. However, if you're having good faith discourse, I don't think that has to be the case. Understandable for low position, Romeo, but when it comes to decisions that affect very large varying groups of people, I think it's silly to leave that to one person, no matter how much knowledge they have or claim to have. Because bias is a thing. So yes, I agree, given the modern state of the world. I think that there are tools or avenues we could use to come to objective decisions. Yes, bias would lead those decisions or tend them one way or another, and I am for having more people there than not, than leaving it all to one person. We don't disagree there, but I don't want to get into the mentality of saying that bias will always be a thing, therefore we can't strive to eliminate bias on the individual level. That's where I'm coming from. Not that I don't think we're agreeing or disagreeing though. Yep, grandmother tried doing that, makes sense. Got that from my family too. Not here roommate argued with what's called hipster roommate. So yeah, Argo, I know a lot about that. That's why I always tell these folks I don't argue. I need to eat my kids. I need to eat my kids. Need to go to the hospital. Oh, Michael, you're a gem. Didn't Biden say that you're not black if you don't vote for him? Yeah, he said that. And to be fair, that wasn't an inaccurate statement. I can just say, based on my concept of a lot of, let's put it this way. if you were in a black family, and I would say 80% of the time, I think overwhelmingly, like 70+% of black people in America are like heavily leaning Democratic. So if you were in a black family, they found out you voted for Trump, you would not be invited to Thanksgiving. That's just the way it is. So he shouldn't have said that. It was tasteless. And it does go to show that his mind isn't in the right place. And I don't mean that he falls asleep all the time, but he wasn't wrong when he said that. If more than 2 people had a realistic chance of winning. Yeah, oh my gosh. Michael showed me that one channel. I can't remember what it's called, but he was running like simulations of stuff. I know he was talking about like the spread of COVID and running different models for what the spread would look like and how we can simulate these things in an accurate way. He has videos on like different styles of voting, and he simulates stuff, and it's very interesting and informative. I would talk more about it here, but I haven't watched it in a while, and I don't want to misquote his findings. But the type of voting system that we have currently in America, if I'm not mistaken, was like the worst. Bottom tier. Shit tier. It's awful. It's a pretty good reason we don't recommend new democracies into presidential first pass. I don't know what you're saying there, Benjamin. I think I'm dumb. Oh, Primer. Thank you. Primer is a channel. Yeah, I was gonna say Primarina, which is a Pokemon. It was close though. Charismatic little blobs. Yeah, that channel. I watched all the videos and was like, wait, there's no more? I wish Michael had shown me that channel like 3 years from now so I could have binged, you know, a year's worth of content. It's always the worst part about finding like relatively new channels that you want more, but they haven't built up a portfolio. That's one of the reasons why I'm excited about being consistent with YouTube here. That even if the content's not great by comparison to where I plan on being, you know, next year or the year after, there will be content if you're interested in, you know, getting to know me or watching me do stuff. Sometimes quantity equals quality. And then getting to see like the growth of the channel. I think that kind of stuff is really cool. Anyway. But yeah, Primer's dope. But I would even go so far as to say like we need more than 2 people who are able to win, per se. Just not going all or nothing. Right, we can still have the Electoral College and stuff as a way to keep the disparities from rising too great based on population. But I know some states have adopted, like, is it Kansas or something? There's some state that has a arrangement where like the winner gets 2/3 of the votes and the loser gets 1/3 or something like that. Second place, I can't quite remember, but yeah, you can do stuff with that. And I feel like that would also give third party. I don't even know how the third party thing works. People just say if we get more votes this year, it'll equal votes next year. Like it's the YouTube algorithms or some shit. Anyway, but I assume for whatever their purposes are, if we had a system that allowed them to feasibly get the Electoral College votes, it might put them on the map. Because you'd be able to see how... But then again, it might create that situation like in the primaries where some candidates can take away from other candidates. I don't know. I still think that'd be a more honest voting system. But I'd have to look more closely at that before I'm willing to put my Romeo seal of approval. As a sociologist, as a lover of life, as a father of the future. Back in high school, they told me I was the future. Now I'm out here trying to raise the future. Tell your children call me daddy, because I built this shit. Gotta admit, I don't know what I'm saying, but it sounds kind of lit. Okay, it's after this. Bro, this organization of this deck is a mess. I mean, I guess I wasn't intending on anybody getting making it this far past all the lethal frames. That makes sense. Oh, hey, it's Susanna? Hello, Susanna. Welcome back. It's great to see you. Today, we're talking politics. Now, we respect all people here for the most part. As long as you are a respectful person, you have my respect. And that goes for, you know, everybody in chat. Like, rule number 1, respect one another. But if anything does make you uncomfortable, or if you have ideas you want to express, that's all welcome here. Please, by all means. Nobody's alienated. We tend to do this a little bit more often on Michael's channel than over here. But anyway, good to see you, Susanna. Thanks for coming. I'm just trucking through this game. And the last boss was so boring that that's how we ended up getting on these subjects. I needed something fun to stimulate me, aka this conversation. Because Hook was too goddamn easy. Do I have a Donald? I do have a Donald. Oh, I got another one. Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep! There we go. Alright, alright. I like that one better than Turbo-tastic. Felt cute. Might delete later. Okay. Let's see. I added Triandra later because she was around the same level and has good stats. I am the future, but the future sucks, so... Oh my gosh, Orange Spartan, do you charge? But tests. Never suck for free. Oh, Benjamin, close your ears. I mean, I made a joke that you wouldn't approve of. I was still waiting on the verdict of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Oh, damn. When we say we're talking politics, Susanna said, I'm on the deep end. Oh, my goodness. I'll never leave the ground. That is great. Excellent. Give me a second to finish up this match. I'll check chat. You all are dope and awesome. I am so happy to be here. Oh my goodness. Oh. We're not in the shallow. God damn, we're going straight on in. That's another excuse to listen to that song tonight too. Man, that subscriber I lost a week ago sure is missing out. Alright, let's check. Alternatively, I'm talking about that. Yes, we do also have Faye, Fire Emblem Heroes here. No, Fujin, I thought you were talking about builds for the Democratic Party. Well, actually, builds for the Communist Socialist Party. Every person should be treated with dignity and respect no matter their identity. I agree with that. Has some really bad fodder and needs investment to become God tier. I mean, it's got a God tier section. I wouldn't say God tier. There's a high tier section in the progressives, but they still need some work. I tuned into that trial and all I heard was the judge playing Jeopardy. Yeah, the judge is very, 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 very weird. I'm not saying this stuff never happens, but like in the highest profile case in the country right now, like this, it's not quite as big as the OJ case or whatever, but I feel like because of how accessible this shit is, people are tuning in. You know, everybody is at least keeping it in the back of their minds, aside from Benjamin, or I believe. Unless their identity involves treating other people poorly. Believe it or not, Michael, now I'm in agreement with you if their identity is about treating other people poorly. For example, when it comes to things like racism, sexism, you know, stuff like that. However, if your identity happens to have those implications, but it's not the core part of your identity, then I can respect it. right? Sometimes racism just gets intertwined with, or stuff like that gets intertwined with an identity, and people address them as if they are the racism or as if they are the, you know, the prejudice, rather than addressing the prejudice in their identity, if that makes sense. So, not that you needed the lecture or anything, I just wanted to make that clear for other people who watch this video in the future. Because we can be immortals. Videos are a portal to the future of the world.
Guilty.
Yeah, did he loot me, loot? Yeah, lol. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I thought you said you hadn't been following the Kyle Rittenhouse trial.
Win.
Why did it just murk them? Oh, because it deals damage when you first, use it. That's right. And then it deals the rest of the damage when it drops them down. So they were all just low on health. Come here, Cloud. Man, I wish they had nerfed my boy. Cloud was so good in the other game. I was mad excited to see him. And just let me down. Everyone is a victim of their circumstances. Exactly. Ooh, Divine Rose. Oh, let's see what that's looking like. Okay. Sorry, I shouldn't have made such an undignified sound. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not looking too good. It's just worse than crab. Why is the crab claw the apex predator around these parts? That's funny. They super buffed the Divine Rose in Final Mix, probably because of this game. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this little bathroom thingy. Start the story up, yell at Belle, and then I'll check the chat. Oh, this is not even the boss room. But I can get some treasure. Benjamin, look at this shit. Look at this. They want a 3-card, knowing I don't even do 3 cards. Maybe I just don't get this treasure. You know what? I might just... If you need a 3-card and it's green, that's just not for me, right? Like, I just abandoned this treasure, right, Benjamin? Oh, don't worry. We're gonna sell those when we get back to the Moogle room, Benjamin. Yeah, I guess that was just not for me. Why did it point me in that direction? Wait. Let me check the world map. So I went to the wrong one? Missed out on Vika. Yeah, the Pirate Banner was cool. Okay, maybe it's this one here. Alright. You know what? I'll do it. If I see a 3 green in the roulette room, I will grab it only for that door. And only because it's getting sacrificed. Oh my amor. See you later. But I'm so happy about this whole gig thing. I might be able to like have a side business recording audiobooks and shit.
Let's go.
Maybe that'll lead me into voice acting as I build up a portfolio.
Let's go.
From recording books for motivational speakers to being Largo in Fire Emblem Heroes. Your host, Romeo Spells, takes the mic. A little bit of Largo in my life. Okay, anyway. Okay, I do see a 3 green. I do see it. It's right there. Alright, I did the deed. Never again. ASMR Romeo, let's go. Yeah, ASMR Romeo does sound kind of sick. And I even got to practice a little bit. God, yeah. Oh, I don't like this.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was my attempt of saying the thing while confused. I realize this is on the internet, so if I don't address that, it might just come back out of context. It's probably come back out of context anyway. Let's be real.
Let's go.
I honestly cannot wait to lose a job because somebody gets a hold of this footage. Like, I always thought that shit was incredibly dumb. Unless it was job related. Like, for example, let's be real. Well, let me be honest. I remember watching these posts of like somebody who was like 16 losing their job because they got drunk at a party and took photos of themselves getting drunk or whatever. They got back to the job. Now, I know that that's a crime, but here's my thing. Rather than fire you, wouldn't the important thing to do be like to turn you into the law? And if you're not going to actually go to jail, like, it's not like you reflect poorly on the business because you drink alcohol. Like, people are gonna boycott because a 16-year-old was like, let's get lit, bro. Like, we already assume that's what 16-year-olds do, especially with the way the old people talk nowadays. You goddamn millennials don't know how good you got it. I had to walk up the hill both ways, and only the doctor could prescribe you alcohol as a painkiller. We didn't have Vicodin. No Vicodin.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, I've not looked at the chat in so long and I'm just over here rambling. Yeah, that shit never made sense to me. Because it also seems like it's a good way to like have personal bias seep in.
Gotcha.
Or like, at what point does somebody get fired because, you know, they have like an... Actually, I think that may have... I read a story that a principal was put on the hot seat because he posted wedding photos. They were like an interracial couple or something. They were pretty dignified photos, if I'm not mistaken. But the community was uncomfortable with that. And so he had to like retract the photo. I don't know, I'll have to look back into that. But anyway. Alright. Let's look at chat. Oh, I would love to do one of your audiobooks, Fujin. Absolutely. I will put my blood, sweat, tears, everything into that project. Hell yes. Romeo, I would cry happy tears if you voiced my audiobook. Look, if you were here before 50 subscribers, all I'm saying is priority registration. I can't wait to randomly hear a snippet of an audiobook when I'm traveling with my folks and think to myself, huh, that's Romeo. It's funny, my one client, after I sent him the first audiobook, whatever, he was like, man, you do insert his name better than me. So let's just say his name was Raji Richards. Wow, you do Raji Richards better than I do. I was like, damn straight, that's my job. So that was funny. In fact, I'll do that. That's a disgusting three. Yeah, it was repulsive, Benjamin. But I'm gonna sacrifice it to the door gods. I want you to voice Romeo in the alligator. I would love to. Absolutely. Anybody you need voiced, I will work on getting and capturing that for you. Remember the story of that girl who got an internship at NASA? Yeah, no, that shit makes sense, right? The reason that she lost her job was not because of what she was doing in her personal life, but how she impacted the business with her personal life, right? Like, that shit was hilarious. I 100% agree that she should have lost the internship because the person that she was over, like at the, the top of the business, or the program rather, she insulted them directly. Like, I think that should have consequences. But again, if you have a nip slip one time, that doesn't make you a porn star. And even if you are a porn star, you should be able to get a job as a receptionist. That's all I'm saying. Or not even just a receptionist. Hell, I am okay with you being my dentist. Nah, that also sounds like it could be a pornographic setup. Just think of something that's non-sexual, professional, and a respectable career. I am an old person confirmed. Ah, Benjamin, yes, that's how you sound. I knew it. It was hella funny, but also kind of sad, but still hella funny. Yeah, okay, I'm caught up on chat. Okay. But anyway, if I do happen to lose a job because of the content here, maybe because they see that I lost 15 times to a King GTV. They were like, fucking scrub. He don't even know how to do... well, I was gonna say instant air dash, but that's a Dragon Ball Fighter's term. He don't even know how to play good. He only got one first hit of Nair to knee. I swear to God, again, after last night, I thought I was gonna go to bed, and then I didn't. And I thought I was gonna play No Man's Sky, but then I didn't, because apparently my computer needs 8 gigs of RAM to run it and only has 7 or something. That's what the game told me. But then I didn't. And then I thought about how bad I lost in Smash. Some of the times. I won most of the matches overall, but Benjamin creamed me, and Master Chief ended up walking away with the win too. I spent like the next 5 hours working my way up to Elite Smash. Specifically with Captain Falcon. I will be practicing tomorrow. I'm not going to be sitting in the chair with like a stream setup, I don't think. I might have the stream set up out there, lying on the ground, because my back is really hurting today. We'll probably be doing something tomorrow before I stream with Michael. So if you're interested in Smash stuff, like early on in the day, for me, then keep in touch. My Falcon needs more training. Oh, Argo's got a thinking face going on. By the way, if anybody did want to talk about the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, I'm not against that shit. I know we kind of glossed over it, but I'm definitely not against it. Especially since, oh god, no. I haven't seen Cyrus in chat really, but I don't want to have to deal with that. Yeah, there we go. Tornado. I can't remember how to say die in God's English. Oh, if I ever say that, quote unquote, in God's English, I'm talking about Japanese. Jesus spoke Nipponese. Nippon, I think. Whatever. That's my headcanon. Because the Bible's really just a manga without panels. Okay, no, that's gonna be the thing that gets me fired from a job I don't have yet. At Argos, oh, teeth. Oh, okay. I need to check chat. I feel like every time I look away, you guys are talking about interesting stuff, and I feel left out. This reminded me of middle school all over again. What's sexual about a dentist? Oh, Argo doesn't know what's sexual about a dentist? I don't know, I'm just saying. Somebody getting all up close and personal in your mouth. And then also teeth. We've seen that movie. And then just the fact that if you've ever seen any, you know, plot to a p-horn, you know that they don't necessarily have to make the most sense. You might start off at a funeral with a deacon or something, but at the end of the day, PPVV gonna meet, depending on the genre you're watching.
Let's go.
I'm just saying that a dentist office sounds like a pretty easy setup. I could write that with my eyes closed.
Stop. Yes. Stop.
Alright, I should stop doing that. That just sounds so funny.
Let's go.
Like having recorded, again, my audio books now. I like listening to the subtle differences in takes, like how the audio is balanced. And I think that him saying stop is not quite balanced.
Stop.
Like it almost sounds like a different person saying it.
Back off.
If that sounds like Sora,
Stop.
that does not sound like Sora.
Courage. Come on. Gotcha.
Oh, Fujin give me the 411. Oh, thank you. I gotta see Goofy Tornado level 3. Show them a real tornado, Goofy. Huh. Have you learned nothing? Bro, he's just going. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Goofy is a living meme. Well, he's not really like alive. He's transcendent. Anyway. But I got Space Jam and then that song. But not the Florida version.
Let's go.
I think that's the funniest thing I ever heard Jake Paul say. On the red carpet. He saw Flo Rida. He was like, oh, what's up? It's my man Florida. I thought that shit was hysterical. Because he looked so offended. He's like, I ain't no Florida man.
Yeah.
God damn, I have so much shit to say. You can tell when I've eaten. That's the difference.
Yeah.
When I eat food, I have shit to talk about. Instead of my stomach talking to me. I got sick of Flo Rida. It was that one song, Welcome to My House. And I was like, this dude has made the same song like 89 times. And it's fine. If you want that genre of music, cool. But I feel like all of his music is the same. And I don't like that. So I stopped listening to it. It's like barely passable music. Yeah, maybe you like that song. But I don't like Flo Rida. That doesn't mean I won't listen to his music. But if I'm ever in the car with Venice and she's like, babe, what mood are you in? It is never gonna be, yo, I'm in the mood to listen to some Flo Rida. It might be one specific song here or one specific song there. That makes sense. I'll listen to some Busta Rhymes. I'll listen to some Jamie Foxx. Even though he doesn't have as much music as I would like. Or at least music that I'm familiar with. I think he's a fantastic vocalist. He went more in the acting route, which is fine. I am totally. Oh yes, Goofy Tornado level 3. You spin me right round, baby, right round, baby. Oh, just so you all know, because I'm a foodie, I can't pass up the low-hanging fruit. I gotta, yum yum yum. So you might say, this isn't even good content. It's not even good comedy. But we don't waste food here, okay? We eat it all. Clean your plate. If y'all knew me in real life, like my food pile, you know how funny that was.
Let's go.
I'll send one of my exes a clip of that and they'll be like, oh my gosh, that's so you, Romeo. You would actually say that shit about everything. I ate a cricket in middle school and that was my defense.
Guilty.
It was also for a bet, but when I had to deal with the social ramifications of it. That's what I'll tell you. Oh, holy, that sounds cool. Arrow, gravity, and time. No, definitely not. Alright, let's check some chat, shall we? Welcome to my house. Not mine. We're not mining diamonds. Oh. I am literally always in the mood for sea shanties. Okay, well, the what do you do with a drunken sailor? My friend Slade, Jared, Raleigh, and Robin Riley. I think we all got together one time. We were just making up our own verses for like 5 hours during the night. Went to fucking Denny's, and it was a great day. Great day. So yeah, if you got sea shanties, I'm all about it. Chat is moving so fast. What if God's English was some extinct language? Japanese is truly a God's English, I'm sure. Want to be polite? When asking someone to die, you can go with... Yep. Mm-hmm. I wasn't expecting you to break out the international keyboard on us today. He enters the dentist's office with my favorite. Oh, you all are so funny. I've never seen the movie Secondhand Lion, Susanna. Huh. Fujin, I have the function toggleable on my keyboard, but I don't use it often enough, so sometimes I accidentally enable it and push the Y key, and I'm like, huh? Just reading out loud chat because this is content, everybody. Hello, enjoy my beanie. I recommend changing the toggle, but the serial in the back begs to differ. Oh, the cereal in the back, I don't know what I said, but yeah, there is cereal behind me, so I guess you're right on this part. Alvin and the Chipmunks, yeah, they did sing Right Round. I think they were doing the Flow Rider version though. The cereal is actually a skin for Romeo's Echo Fighter. I have no idea what's going on. One of my ex-girlfriends, there was this bit I used to do that would make her uncomfortable. And I would only do it every so often if I wanted to get on her nerves. But when I was being bad or she was being bad, I would be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, just go ahead. Peel my skin off. Peel it off, make it into a jacket. And she was like, why do you keep saying that? That's so weird. I was like, no, I want to be closer to you. And right now it feels like you're being very distant. So, you know, since you want to punish me, just go ahead, peel it off. Take it. So when you said the cereal's an Echo Fighter skin, that's what it reminded. My actual Echo Fighter would be my ex wearing me as a way to punish me for being naughty. I did drop that bit. I don't use it in my current relationship. Since I want to stay in a relationship. But I got new ones. I do have new bits. They're much better too. Wait, if you've been kidnapped and don't want to be... Hold up a sec. I gotta look at her dialogue again. What are you talking about? Why can't... You guys can't even see the text behind my face. Oh, were you kidnapped too? Okay, that's what she said. Okay, what happened? Were you kidnapped too? Alright. Belle, you better have a good explanation for talking to my homie like that. But that's my dog. Well, he's more like my bear. I don't know what kind of beast he is, but that's my dog, man. That's my homie. That witch forced me to come here. Then why you tell your man to leave? Why you tell my mans to leave? I ain't down with that, bro. I'm not down with that, bro. Books are all I have to ease my loneliness. That's all you wanted back when you was at your little village. And they were like, there goes that girl. She is kind of a lame ass. I bet she would be mean to Beast. Mm-hmm. Goofy spitting. Why were you so mean to him before? You really hurt his feelings. Oh, don't cut her off. If she doesn't explain herself, I might have to hit her with a strike raid. Alright, malfeasance. To make you beg for his help. Okay. Speaking of scenarios that write themselves. Yeah, I don't understand. I'm gonna have to fight her anyway. Why wouldn't we just crack her over the head while she wasn't looking. Unlock the key to her concussion. Or unlock the door to her concussion, rather. Use the key to unlock the... Okay, Romeo's sing ability is just say sea shanties. The series actually okay. People stay in relationships. Ah, Fujin, I knew you were gonna. And I would say people generally do not stay in relationships. There are much more not good relationships that... I can't say they're not good. But relationships that don't stay together than there are ones that do. So, the vast majority of them don't stay together. It's kind of like life in a way. Being in a relationship is just prolonging the death of that relationship. If you want to be morbid about it. Oh, finally, time to get rid of this disgusting 3. This is a video game. It's not realistic. Alright, it's wild. I can't fathom the concept. Unlock the Keyblade technique gun. Honestly, Maleficent's giving me an incentive. Might have to bust a cap. Capoeira. Yeah. Hit it with some fighting dance moves. Actually knew a guy who knew capoeira. He was really good at it. I can't tell if he would like actually be able to fight with it, but as a, in fact, I think capoeira is actually more of a festival, ceremony, or dance that was adapted into a fighting style. Oh, it got Mushu, cool. Yeah, that's dope. But anyway. But it looked fantastic. We were in a couple shows together on campus, and the stage had like the pit where I guess the orchestra would go, whatever. No, that's not the pit. No, for some reason there was a part of the stage that could go down like 30 feet into the floor to like a little garage area, and then they would bring stuff back up. I guess it was a way to load up like instruments and stuff without having to carry it all up on stage. Seemed kind of unnecessary, but anyway, as the stage is like depressed like that, there's like this, you know, 30-foot drop. He's like styling and doing all these like flying kicks and stuff next to the thing, and everybody's like, he's gonna fucking die. I saw he had his hand on the edge and was like doing a split kick in the other direction, and he lived. Much respect to him. This was also the guy that would like run marathon timing laps. Well, I guess marathons you don't technically run that quickly, you typically space it out, but you know what I'm saying. Like he was doing the 100-meter dash, and he would sing at the same time, like real singing. You're out of breath, and this guy's like, I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss. So, yeah, that's my story about capoeira. Romy is a refresher unit who sings she needs to get his allies to move again. Oh, yes, the key gun. Alright. I finally caught up with chat. Ooh. You all had me feeling like a terrible host. You're producing all this content and I wasn't able to appreciate it. I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss. Clouds got a 3, get you big. It's about time for me to start singing Christmas music. And love me some Christmas music. No dedication to what Christmas stands for in any capacity. Not a super fan of Jesus, and also not a, you know, I don't stand the fat man. But man, do I love that time of year. I love the culture of it. I don't even give gifts. God damn it, it's great. Love the music, love the atmosphere, love the being loved in the snow. Like for the world to be frozen over, trying to snuff out life itself, and for us to maintain the fiery warm passion of familial bonds. That is beauty. That is majesty. That is love. Anyway, so I might sing Christmas music coming up, and if that triggers you, let me know. Ah, it's just a waffle, cousin of pancake. Selling those Moogles, smelting those cards mixes into the pot with his candy cane. Hello, Romeo Spells. Just a waffle here on stream. It's great to have you. I haven't seen you in a little minute. Glad to know you're still alive. Yeah, this stream has been kind of lively. We got to talk about political stuff. We got to talk about... Well, I guess everything's political. We get to talk about the game. I get to fantasize about destroying Belle for being mean to Beast. It's not my homie, man. That's my homie. Also found a new Goofy meme that I really like. Show him, Goofy. You spin me right around, baby, right around like a... And then there's Donald. Coronado. I hate that you can fly over that. You lame-os. It's gonna keep smacking. That's fine. Huh. Oh my god. Oh, did I get another key to the rewards? Heck yeah, let's go, baby. My not here associate has a fun family philosophy on giving gifts. Which is that they give each other deliberately bad gifts to celebrate. I'm actually down with stuff like that. Like, my thing is, I typically don't give gifts because I don't see value in gifts for the most part. Like people who try to substitute gifts for real love. Because that's the environment I grew up in. You know, my biological mother in that environment being neglected or disrespected or whatever was always patched over with gifts. And it's like, hey, this ain't what I need. I need to be respected. I need to have my needs fulfilled. So, I've overall come to have an aversion to it. It wasn't about like the quality of the gift. In fact, I'm very appreciative when I receive them, but I typically don't. I try to spare people that type of affection because I know that my ability to appreciate it is stunted. With that said, however, if it's put in terms of like quality time, you know, like we're all going to give gifts to see how funny we can make it, then it becomes a situation like playing a game together. You know, like Jackbox game or something. Like a terrible gift Jackbox game. I'm all for that. If they come up with a Jackbox game called The Whitest Elephant, I will be the best. I'm gonna be the very best, like no one ever was. I swear this gift will be so bad. You wish that I just bought something else. Sorry, I don't know. I don't have any hyperbole to use here to describe how bad this gift is gonna be. You'll just have to trust me. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide, to flea markets and all bazaars that might just wet your eyes. Try to give people things they need. Yeah, and that's the other thing about gift giving is that this whole thing that it's taboo to like show a person or tell a person what you're getting them ahead of time. That's so stupid. So stupid. It's like people who think that it's lame to ask somebody before you kiss them. Like in my mind, if I'm attracted to you and you kissing me would be okay at first, like I want you to kiss me. You asking me, oh, can I kiss you? It's not gonna be like, ew, you ruined it, my guy. You know, you're just the hottest, sexiest person I know. And I've been having my eye on you all year. But now that you've said it out loud, now that you've pointed it out, I can't be attracted to you anymore. How could you? So same thing for gifts. Like if you have something that you're gonna give me, just talk to me about it, ask me about it. I may have a reason for not wanting it, or it may not bring me as much joy as you're paying money for it. You know? If it wasn't for that, and a lot of my friends that do give me gifts are pretty good about this. Like I mentioned, playing No Man's Sky, Michael got me that as a gift, and he asked me, like, would you play it? Is this okay? Would you like that? And that, both the way he approached me about it, and the fact that he was willing to get it for me, felt great. Excellent. That's why I'm so excited to get started, and I keep trying to find ways to slip it in, but there are certain technical difficulties. at the very least, when I get my own place and I'm able to pull out like my gaming PC that I bought, never assembled, then I'll have the chance to like finally dive into it, you know. But yeah, that shit irritates me. I got 9 people watching me rant about gifts. Must be my mom trying to figure out what I want for Christmas. She got her alt account in here. No, I'm not gonna lie. There are a lot of people I know who are great gift givers. Like one of my exes, the same one I used to tell to peel my skin off. She was a really good gift giver. I can't take that away from her at all. And it wouldn't even be stuff that I thought about, really, but like she'd see it and it would usually be practical and cool. So I respect the drip if it's dripping, but it should be okay for me to say it's not, right? Like if I can't tell you, hey, this is a bad gift, I don't want it, let me live my life in a way that isn't this, then don't give me the gift, please. Because then the gift giving is for you and not for me. And to clarify, I am talking about if your goal is to, you know, give a gift to me that you want to serve me well. Yeah, love you too, buddy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sonic feels really good in this game. Like I am, well, fuck, damn it. Now I have to think about Sonic and Smash. And not like Sonic, but like the move Sonic and Smash. So annoying, man.
Let's go.
Like I know Smash is more balanced than it's really ever been, but I'm continually reminded every time I use Raptor Boost or whatever off stage and I can't recover from it, I'm reminded that like Falco and Fox can, even though they didn't used to be able to do it. Little Mac can, even though he wasn't able to do it originally. I mean, Mithra has her fucking move. Now, I know that she can't recover from it, but it also covers a ridiculous range. That move is a sword and a shield. And Falcon's move, like Raptor Boost, doesn't even activate unless you're close enough. And you can be good with the character. I will compensate by being good with Falcon, rather than complain about him. But from a casual balancing standpoint, as in not the highest competitive level, it just doesn't seem right to me. I don't know how they decide that something's too powerful for one character and then give a bunch of other characters super ugly versions of that. Without them having, I mean, Little Mac, he has a glaring weakness. I get that. But Fox, I don't get it. I think Captain Falcon's only ever been higher on the tier list than him in the first Smash game. I think that's the only exception. Okay, let's check chat. Value people things they need. Oh, wait. Us getting each other Christmas gifts. We're only allowed to give each other something with avocados involved. That's funny. Well, you were my favorite Disney princess until 20 minutes ago when you were mean to Beast, and I'm not about that. Exactly. If I didn't find anything, I say, sorry, I guess I have to help cook or whatever. That is hilarious. But it's why I only give gifts I know people have expressed a desire for in the past. We'll definitely use. Yep, what did I tell them? FWIW, I'm not getting you anything, Romeo. I don't know what FWIW means. Time to get it on the lingo. Oh, for what it's worth. Well, that's the only gift I need, Benjamin, is that you're not getting me a gift. Thank you. I know it's going to be hard for you to resist, but I appreciate you not getting me a gift. Oh yeah, Fujin, you're about to be 21. Congratulations. Michael's birthday was... Oh yeah, because you and Michael are the same person. I get the joke. Okay, cool. Call up on chat. I feel like such a good streamer.
Let's go.
Alright, let's do sharing circle hour. But for like the next 20 minutes, I want everybody to share one meme that pisses them off. Like, if you hear somebody quoted in public, you're either going to cringe or think about hurting that person. Like, I want visceral hate. What's a meme you hate? What brought it up is I was about to, since we don't have like a beak thing on this stream, I was just about to say, can I get a hoya? And I know some people were into that back in the day. It's kind of, again, culturally sublimated from some of my friends back in college. But I can't remember who it was. It might have been that same ex that I was talking about. But yeah, pretty sure she absolutely hated it. Like, every time somebody said it, it really made her blood boil. I'm just curious. What memes do you all hate? You don't deserve a 9, and I keep doing that. Alrighty, let us continue the slaughter. Why? You see, again, I set the scenario right to self. Look at this shit. I don't like the way you walking up on Bella like that. Like, I know I'm about to hit her with the strike raid, but you look like you about to hit her with something else. That rod in her hand looking kind of sus. I shall make you scream. God damn it, Maleficent. Chill out. The fool will come running the moment he hears your cries. The beast isn't the only one you have to... Oh my gosh. I cannot believe they're actually going here. Exactly. Be gone, boy. You have no business here. Come back in like 10 years. Unless, of course, you wish to join on the screen. Oh. No, you guys don't understand. She's just a well-written villain. Like, that's just good villain talk. Yeah, this is perfect. Let's see. Yeah, I remember that word that we did it at school. Oh, yeah, the can I get a yeah? I have to go eat dinner now. I gotta avoid sharing at all costs. God damn it, Benjamin. You will tell me what memes you hate. Or you won't. We'll see. Just fight me in Smash again sometime. Belle, stop it. Stop it. And then Beast is just out here being a Chad and a half. I know you all can't read the text as much. I probably should be reading it out loud. But basically, he's like, the memories of our days together. The way that you took this selfish heart and made it laugh. It's stuff like that, you know. I won't cast them aside. So I'm sorry, Belle. But I can't leave you here. Even if you hate me for it. Where's the trigger? Where's the trigger? Consider it my final selfish act. Well, well. Never dreamed such ugliness could hide such a beautiful heart. I shall claim your heart instead of Belle's. Oh, you see, now Maleficent's into the beast instead of into the beauty. Ooh. Alright, she redeemed herself, because that looked painful as hell. Oh my god, she got wrecked. I wish I could watch that. I'm going to watch it again on stream. No, I'll watch it later. Damn, she fucking toasted her head. I'm sorry, Belle. Rest in peace. You were mean to the beast, but now that you're in spaghetti, I guess we can forgive you. I remember that 10 years you will see for the next Kingdom Hearts game. Yeah, NBC said 10 years. Belle was turned into a heart container. She's actually from The Legend of Zelda. Maleficent just sent her back. It's not really Belle's heart we're worried about. It's kind of Belle's body, because again, I don't know if you know this. She disappeared. She like was vaporized. You know how they have those like those essential oil. What do they call those things? Oh, not fumigators, but they like spread the aroma, turn them into vapor. Yeah, that's basically what happened to Belle. She turned her into a perfume, is what I'm saying. Belle is an essential. Nah, she used the power of the Princess Light. She got turned into Maleficent's light work. That was worth it. I will say, I like it when the villains get what they deserve. Belle was mean to Beast, and she got her comeuppance. That is the end of the story. Away! Away! Evil never wins. Okay, so don't go out that door. You have to go here. In order to get there, I have to go up there. And then go there. Alright. Dippity dope. What time do I start streaming? 6 o'clock? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it a full 5 hours. I said I was gonna do a longer stream, but my gosh, bodily pain. Ah. My back is hurting me. It is hurting me. Hurting my body. Oof. Have more guarded troves. Wouldn't it be nice if we would order? Yeah, we wouldn't have to waste something wrong with odor. Maybe something wrong with wrong.
Let's go.
Do I have another? Nah, it doesn't look like I do. Oh, yes I do. Strike rate time.
Back off.
I guess I can just beat these up.
Yeah.
If you had a Belle essential oil, that'd be interesting. I'd probably buy it. Also, wait, is this not where I was supposed to go? Oh, dang it, how did I get distracted like that?
Yeah.
Well, now that I'm here, I think I have to, don't I?
Let's go.
Huh.
Win.
Probably Rose sent it. Rose sent it essential oils.
Yeah.
You could even say that it's divine. Divine Rose? Get it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be here all playthrough.
Let's go.
And I'm so proud and thankful that I've been able to continue streaming.
Let's go.
It really does feel great. Like, it was really cool that Master Chief organically came to the stream yesterday. Like, I did not expect to pick up another subscriber at that Smash stream, nor did I expect, that he would be so active in chat and offering the good Falcon clips. That was great. Speaking of Falcon clips, I got a couple last night that I thought were pretty good. I'll have to go through those replays I saved.
Let's go.
Yeah, I hope he's alright. Which I'm also assuming gender. I hope they're alright. I didn't get to come to the earlier stream, so that was cool to see them there. Alright, let's see what Beast is doing with the Furious Volley.
Yeah.
We play tennis? Oh, that's so cool. Almost as cool as you spin me right round, baby, right round. Okay. Let's do this again, Beast. Dude, that's pretty dope. It's like Goofy's one, but horizontally. Oh well, we're not gonna get that. Sorry, Goofy, that was my fault.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, you should be low enough. Yeah. Belle got roasted her divine. You know what, just a waffle? I will say, that is a way you can put it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll be here all playthrough too, so I can judge you for that joke.
Let's go.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. You're right, Orange Spartan. I thought that you all were just here for this one stream. Crap, I have to actually answer for my crimes. And just a waffle, let's see, I saw you count. More like volleyball. That is it. Oh, does it say volley? Yeah, it does say volley, does it? You all are so much more observant than I am. Goofy's dunking, but, you know, Beast can do it too, yeah. Welcome to the gym. No, I did not want for you to hit the Moogle points.
Let's go.
This is the comedy police. The joke's not funny. What's funny is when I read that, I thought you said the joke's not furry, and I was like, of course it's not furry.
Win.
Otherwise, I'd be making a joke about the Beast. Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, guaranteed the stream will last 3.5 hours. It will last that long, but the longer I cannot. Ooh, I'm so sleepy. After staying up till 8 a.m.
Let's go.
But again, I lost in Smash, so who could blame me? Anyone would do that if they
Let's go.
lost DDD the way that I did.
Yeah. Win.
Yeah, we're just gonna stop that real quick till we get over here. Okay. So if we can catch you, yeah, but we don't want to catch all of you.
Heal. Heal. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Stop. Yeah. Stop. Ha. Ha. Stop. Ha. Ha. Ha.
But the reason I mentioned that audio doesn't sound balanced, but the reason is because Sora, he sounds kind of muffled. Why I'm saying that?
Stop, Donald.
Yeah, like the stop is very closed, by comparison to what it could be. I'm not going back to jail. Skedaddle. Wait, oh, Skeladdle. I'm not familiar with Skeladdle. That's funny. That's a new one for me. Alright, where are the threes? See, I don't do threes. Even for a false bounty. Even for false bounty, I do not do 3s. So there were 3 zeros there. I can't do that either. Benjamin hath decreed. I guess I can't get rid of it, otherwise that'd be a 3. I don't even want these cards. Just holding on to them for like fodder. All right, let's keep going. Oh man, oh man. Old man noises, old man. Did you get the award door when you got the? Oh, I already got the award door. It gave me. I think this one gave me. The last one gave me lightning or thunder raid or whatever. This one gave me holy. No, it wasn't holy. It was a different slate. Okay, there's gem. Why did they put Naruto in Fortnite? No, not Naruto. I can't stomach it. I'll keep that actually. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, whew. Make sure my posture's good, because when I stand up, I know I'm going to be like hunched. Alright, looks like we're going with the 400. Not the worst. Do I want... I think I might go for the 250 right here, the 250. I'm gonna need about 350. It was about that time that I noticed a lot when the Girl Scout was 3 stories high. I can't remember the Loch This Monster bit from from South Park, but it's definitely iconic. That's a good one. Thought you'd get away from me, 3. Alright. Alrighty. No biggie. Yeah, they gave me... I mean, I've never had more than 1 golden card at a time. But, yeah, I got another one as soon as I used the previous one. And what Philip was telling me is that in this version of the game, I can't get all of the treasures until I watch the cutscenes from the 358 over 2 days section of this game. I don't remember exactly how it works. But regardless, okay, I'll ask Calm Bounty. Yeah. Regardless, I do have the key to the rewards. I don't really think I need them though. Oh, 9 gravity. I don't know if I mentioned this, but that song is a guilty pleasure for me. Gravity by Sarah Bareilles. Mainly because we did it. If you've ever seen the film Pitch Perfect, I was in an acapella group that competed in that competition, and Gravity by Sarah Bareilles was one of our performance songs. And I auditioned for it. I didn't want to audition, but I didn't get the solo. But it was sent to me, and I still have to audition. Everybody in the group had to. Just the rules. So. But I ended up really liking that song. Oh, I have to go around this way to get to the door. Okay, duh. This guy deserves more. Oh, you talking about just a waffle? No, just kidding. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. But the stream has been strong and the chat was healthy, so even if I don't get more likes, I had a fantastic time. But I also have to say, Michael's not wrong. I think I do deserve more likes on the video.
Let's go.
Oh, you got me? Alright, thank you. Thank you, Wayfaring Squad. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Let's go.
Also, does anybody know if there's like a... Let's get those likes. You all are funny.
Heal.
It is nice when somebody else says it. While I love doing impersonations of a cringe YouTuber. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Yes, baby. You kind of gotta like the video for that alone. I mean, did you see that? That was the equivalent of a strike in Kingdom Hearts. It's like bowling 300. Which I know bowling 300 is like way different than a strike, but you know. Bear with me, I'm not a bowler. Rise and grind, streamers. Let's get those likes. Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
You could say that likes equal bread, because either way, we about to get this. You know. Let's get this bread. Let's get this likes.
Yeah.
And I mean, like for Space Jam, am I right?
Let's go.
I shouldn't have to say this, given how I say it like every 5 seconds, but whenever Goofy does the Goofy Slam combo, that is the Space Jam. And I cannot wait to make a compilation of him doing just that. Oh, 8 likes. How great. You all are so kind. Oh yeah, do it. Yeah. Best thing about this deck though is that after I get done using all of the lethal frames, if for example there was an enemy that could survive all the lethal frames, because the stops are the only cards that I lose, I would just have like a competent deck filled out with Keyblades. Like, all the stops would disappear because they were the first one to slight, and then it would just be boom, 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 high-powered Keyblades, which is so cool. There's actually an incentive to use these slights to get rid of it, so when I reload the deck, it's a little bit more combo oriented.
Let's go.
Don't get broken, Beast. Okay, you swung a little early, but I think your message got through. Did not want to do that, but hey. Load up the Tornado. Aha, got you, just flying around. Caught you slipping, as they say. I saw a Goofy card. I must have missed it. That's right, 8 likes. Hell yeah, let's go. Thank you all, I appreciate it. Whew. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Bro, how do they even make fun of Joe for being sleepy? Like, it could happen to anybody. It could happen to you. It could happen to me. But let him get his nap on. If he's sleepy, let him nap. Come on, Goofy, bounce over here. No, Goofy, come to me. Come. Okay, I got you. Yeah, let's do this.
Goofy.
Come on, the slam. Welcome to the chair.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Feast. Yeah. Let's go. Stop. Stop. Feast. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I pushed it way too early. That was me, Beast. My bad.
Stop. Win.
That was a bad move on my part. Oh, no, I got him.
Yeah.
Thought I missed.
Stop. Feast.
Nice, I like that. Crap, I'm one beer in and already possibly drunk. Don't you just hate it when you're one beer in and already possibly drunk? But also, you just saved tons of money. Like, if you can get drunk off one beer, that is so economical.
Let's go.
Every time I say a word that has "ical" at the end of it, like that, I think about that episode of Adventure Time when, let's see, the Candy Kingdom or whatever, they were having like a zombie outbreak, essentially. And Princess Bubblegum told Finn to promise not to tell anybody. She made him make like a royal promise.
Yeah.
And so they dealt with the zombies before anybody could really see about it, and then he told everybody there were zombies. He was like, wait, what's the big deal? I thought we handled the situation. She was like, no, Finn, it was a royal promise. And so like the Guardians of the interdimensional candy, basically I think they were like Bensons from regular show. Galactic Bensons come out and they're about to punish Finn and like take his soul or something. And the only way that he can avoid this is by answering a math question. So the scene plays out like, in order to retain your life, you must answer or solve math. And Finn goes, mathematical. And Princess Bubblegum says, Finn, you're terrible at math.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so economical is funny because I'm broke. At least until I record this audiobook, baby.
Goofy. Loyal. Heal. Stop.
Finn, you're terrible at math.
Yeah. Donald.
Nice, Donald, nice. Oh god, yeah, I remember that. Uh-huh. And we're at 9 now, hell yeah. Or maybe my lightweight self. There is nothing wrong with being a lightweight. There is nothing wrong with being a lightweight who drinks too much. Other people have to clean up after your bad decisions. That's what it sucks to be a lightweight. But like me, I mean, I'm not a heavyweight. In fact, I wouldn't even say I'm a heavyweight. I'm probably just like average. Which based off of my body size and whatever, and the fact that I don't drink all that much anyway. That makes sense. But, that said, I do tend to drink very quickly, so I guess the amount of time I last, all things considered, it's pretty good. But I end up going through quite a bit of alcohol. Like, it's very rare that if we buy alcohol to me in this, that I don't just finish off what we have in one sitting. Oh. We do like cheap wine though. Cheap wine is a fucking blessing. That shit is so good. It's so good and it feels great. If not for cheap wine, I would not be able to afford to get drunk ever. Fuji remembers that episode. Mathematical. I just want you all to know that, wait, I can actually just say or quote mathematical, and you all know where it came from. Because I always feel bad when I say things that are inside jokes from, like, separate circles.
Let's go.
Like, even when Deepak comes to the stream and we're like, nice to meet, nice to meet. Right, if you were in person, you might get it a little bit better. Otherwise, it's just me and Deepak doing nothing. I'm not ashamed or anything. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I do like to make sure whatever I'm talking about is a bit more universal, or that I can make it more palatable. Hence, the really long setup story about Finn saying mathematical. If you haven't seen Adventure Time, I think it's still funny. Adventure Time, come on, grab your friends. Also, cute little reminisce, whatever. Adventure Time was one of the first shows that my sister Truth watched with me, kind of. Like, at the beginning of the show, when it's first coming on, in the intro, you start going through, like, the world, and Jake and Finn end up doing, like, a fist pound. And so if Truth heard me turn on Adventure Time, like she heard the sounds of the ambient nature or whatever as it was getting ready for the fist pound, she would run into the room and she'd be like, fist pound, bro, which she, so that she had got me at the previous time. But you know, it's cool to be able to remember back to some little cute stuff like that. And then we danced the intro, and that was life. Oh, it was a 6%, Philip? A 6% and you're drunk already? No way. No, maybe like 6%, Philip? No shame, but that is insane. Highly efficient. We usually drink base like 13%. It's like half a bottle of 13. Maybe a whole bottle for me. That's interesting. Now I've had like 6% that felt like they were stronger than what they said. But I can't say I've ever gotten drunk off of that. We did do like Smirnoff Ice stuff on New Year's, but that was with like Grey Goose vodka as well, to kind of pad it out. So I'm pretty sure it was the shots of Grey Goose that was doing it rather than the, you know, Smirnoff Ices. That was just like fancy soda. I do like Smirnoff Ice. You see the ice, you drink the ice. Speaking of back, then I broke some kind of stick on my sister's head. Oh, back during the Adventure Time days. I was like, I'll take you on an adventure. Oh my goodness, you can have all the adventures you want in a coma. My gosh, I'm not saying that is that's so lame. I didn't mean to lock onto that dude. Oh, I don't think I finished my sentence. Alright. This one? I don't really care about you, but if you fly into it, I'm gonna be mad. You thought you had it. Where does that lead? Back to me. Back for more, I see.
Donald!
Fine, Donald, just... Yes, that's how you do it, Donald. That's how you do it. I'll take you on an adventure to the courtroom for a misdemeanor.
Yeah! Let's go!
Your Honor, she said she was looking for an adventure. My client was only delivering a unique, one-of-a-kind experience.
Let's go!
Wait, I'm supposed to be the defender's pants? Okay, why would they make the ass the same color as the arms? I thought that we were just living with the idea that the defenders had their ass out. But no, it's fabric. It looks like fabric.
Yeah!
They just have the fabric around the ass colored the same as their arms.
Go!
Unless they're wearing fabric around those arms, and it's just, you know, so incredibly taut around those muscles that you can't tell. Okay, maybe I should stop talking about how physically perfect defenders are.
Yes!
I heard this TikTok audio, and I've quoted it before, but it was like, my pronouns, what is it, are he, them, because I'll never be him.
Yeah!
And it was like a dog looking at the camera, and it flashed to another dog twerking. Now, I'm not saying that I wanted to watch the dog twerk, but I have not been able to get that setup out of my head. My pronouns are he, them, because I'll never be him. I would like to unironically voice act that line.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Okay. Zero Thunder. My client only hit her with a stick so he could come to the court for this trial. I think this is exactly what he wanted. Your Honor, if you send him to prison, his sister must go too. And wouldn't that be further giving our client what he wants? We think that the only appropriate punishment would be to give him $1 million and send him on his way. I rest my case. I plead insanity for my client. Okay. Partial waking. Oh, hold up a sec. Wait a minute. I'm not falling for that. I need to edit my deck. Actually, I guess did I already come in here and edit? Oh, no. It's 175, so I have a whole 109 to work with. Let's sort that out. We can go ahead and put it, I'm gonna put it in that Mega Ether in here. And I think that is perfect. Just Mega Ether. That is a 0. That's fine. And then... Okay. Ouch. Ow. We'll go ahead and put some crabby claws. Okay, there we go. Great. It's a crab claw 8. Oh, my back is killing me. I guess it's only crab claw 8. Probably not going to use Tornado this match. It worked for now. I mean, that was cool. We're also going to move this up here. So we have our zeros on deck. Do I have any other zero? I have crab claw zeros. No, my deck is full already. I think this should be fine. Oh no, I still have 100 more to go. No, I'm not doing crab claw zeros. That seems stupid and expensive. Let's see, is there anything else that I want to put in this deck? Might be nice. It sounds like better Bambi. And I guess I could throw one of those in there. It's halfway. I'll just throw more whatever, attack cards. Although I don't know why I have these in there, actually. Yeah, remove that, remove that. Let's just put a 7 in there. And another 7 in there. We don't want anything less than a 7. Alright, sweet. Now I'll just throw some tough cards in there. Okay. I mean, this should do it. A lethal frame may not actually help me at this boss fight. But who cares? I got a lot of utility in this deck. And by a lot, I mean I have heals and attacks. What more could I really want? Maleficent got big. Uh-oh. Speaking of debating about, we were talking about the closer. Anyway, there's a Facebook debate going on about the closer that I was part of. Oh, somebody's coming for me. Oh my god. Oh, I'm about to get in that ass. Hell yes, let's go. Okay, anyway, back to the stream. Sorry. I was so taken aback by the fact that they came for me. That's funny. That is hilarious. Yeah, I guess they started teaming up with me while I was away. And now I have to... Ooh, I gotta get in there. Roast them like a euro on the spit. Absolutely. Pirates? Yeah, after this boss battle. I would say, let's do it after this boss battle. In fact, what I might even say is, let's see, I started at 6. So if I go to 9:30, that would be the full 3.5 hours that I usually do for Kingdom Hearts. So I'm gonna do from 6 to 3.5, or 3:30, and then I'm gonna switch over to Smash. Just for like an hour and 30 minutes, maybe up until 11 or something. And during that time, we can talk Pirates. I think that's a good way of going, rather than just dragging out this game unnecessarily. Because it worked last time due to the 100 Acre Wood section, but I'll just make a separate stream and I'll figure out thumbnails and descriptions and stuff another time. Just do very bare bones. So if that sounds good to you, Orange Squad, if you're willing to stick around for another 30 minutes or so, we should be able to do that. Oh my god, okay. Am I gonna die to the fire? Yeah, but that, I just want to make sure the mortal frame didn't do anything. Wow, I tried to jump, I also tried to swing. If she hits me with that one time, I can't get out of it? Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that that slight wouldn't work. So now I can take out all of these stops and basically reorganize my... No, wait, it doesn't matter. I'll be able to break her with whatever I have. I can just use the highest of the high cards. at any point. Sevens are okay. 8s and 9s are really where it's at though. But I will now use some put some zeros at the top. Do that 0 and this crab claw 0. Yeah. Crab claw 0. I'll put that towards the bottom. What count we gotta get? 32. Solid. Okay, then we'll do that. Yeah. So we got 30 more minutes, which means you have about 30 minutes to get the stream up to 10 likes. I don't know. Can be done. It's not necessary. We don't have to, but like, you know, if you all want to see that happen, then you got 30 minutes to do so. Hopefully I can beat Maleficent in that time, and also Vexen coming up soon. Anyway, I'm just gonna break her, and then I'll go back to my fatal frame. Sorry, drunkenness. Yeah, but it's specifically like lamb meat. Like if you hear somebody talk about a euro, they're talking about lamb. He's gonna beat her up until she can't, until she dies. Oh, what's this do? Oh. That's... Oh, I get to fly on this. Oh. Oh, that's cool. And your cards are weak? What the hell, Maleficent? Come on. Oh, okay. You got me there. No. No, Maleficent. Get out of here. Guess I didn't need to do that. I'm gonna do it just because I like riding this little thing. Nimbus. Okay, anyway. It's almost like she didn't even want her. I beat her in like 2 minutes, man. I was expecting it to take 30. Hopefully Vexen's good. Yeah, I learned Holy. I did learn Holy. Is that good? Oh, my Bach. Oh, my Johann Sebastian Bach. Oh, we got 10 likes on the video? No way. That's fake. Absolutely not. How did y'all manage to do it in 3 minutes when I gave you 30? That's insane. You're telling me somebody, either with a mouse pad on a laptop, with a touchscreen on a tablet, or one of these bad boys, went over to that up thumb symbol that doesn't actually look like a hand. I don't lie, yeah, that's not what hands look like. And they clicked that thing? Holy crap. Holy crap, that's crazy. I can't believe that happened 10 times. Like, what are the odds that that would happen 10 different times in potentially 10 different parts of the world? Couldn't have my true feeling. Well, you hit them from me. Yeah, I didn't know your true feelings, Belle. I'm still ready to strike raid you. Beast, you're a saint for taking her back. No, I'm just kidding. I promote healthy relationships. I stand. But you ever talk to the Beast like that again, I swear. I swear, I will drop this franchise. That's why I draw the line. Kingdom Hearts, you're allowed to do whatever you want. Disney crossover on Disney crossover on Disney crossover. If you want to bring Fortnite to Kingdom Hearts, I'm fine with that. But don't let anybody talk shit to the Beast unless I get to kill them later. Success. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no! See you walking around like it's a funeral. The serious go by the speed cold. Just keep it started, don't you tiptoe, tiptoe.
Yeah.
Reach town with the masterpiece. Reach town with the masterpiece. Hey, you should be rolling with me. You should be rolling with me. I always feel bad not getting everything they have to offer in the Moogle store. Like, I want to grind my Moogle points, but that's not good content. Yeah, I'm gonna fight this boss real quick. I'm not expecting them to give me much more trouble than Maleficent did. Just because of the fact that I have the power of God and anime on my side. Alright, now we come back. I fight for my friends. I mean, with these much lethal frames, what can they really do? If they're a boss that's manageable in size, they are irrelevant. That is my philosophy. I also want this gone. That's a fodder card. 16. If I take that out, put in a 7 instead, what does that do? I still need more. I still need more. I'll take that out. You have a 7? No, you just have the 8, dude. Damn it. Nobody has any 7s. Ugh. Pikachu. 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 Okay, well that should do it. So the power of lethal frame. Oh yes, the power of lethal frame. It's very aptly named. We got 11. Oh, we got 11 likes now. We might as well go for 12. But again, you only got 20 minutes to decide. How high will this video actually... Will this be the one that makes the channel blow up?
Who are you? I am Vexen.
I've come to die. Dormammu, I've come to die. I'll let him finish, just so you all can see whatever.
Collect your debt, Sora.
That's what he was saying.
Sora, do you owe something to this guy?
come on, of course not. Oh, but you do. You owe me for reuniting you with your former friend. You don't mean... Indeed I do. I'm the one who brought Riku to you. Then... You're the one who's been controlling him! What have you done with him? I see no need to give you information about where Riku is.
He didn't ask where he is. He said, what did you do?
Why trouble you in your final hour?
Dormammu, I've come to die. Alright, Vexen. Am I gonna give you the chance to show off your abilities? Or am I just gonna break you? Scream all you like. I'll still break you. Oh, Joe. Maybe you're pretty tough. Uh-oh, he got me. He got me. Well, that's a shield bane moment. Takes 2 zeros to put me down. Which means I'll have to break him pretty strategically. Alright, Vexen. Whoa, I heard a thing. Was that a subscriber? I'll have to check that a little bit later. Didn't realize how high my volume was. Anyway, but if you are a subscriber, welcome to the family. Oh, that is plain tragic. Don't do it, Vexen. Okay, cool. While he's still getting hit by that, go ahead and heal. That's 24. Oh my. Oh no. I'm too far away, aren't I? Okay, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie, he's not too bad. Just on standby, whatever.
Just an experiment. You imbecile.
Ouch, 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 ouch. How long does this go? Do a move, hurry up. Oh, he can just freeze me whenever? Okay, he kinda good. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we're at 13. Might as well go for 14. Master Uguay has subscribed. Alright, cool. Well, thank you, Master Uguay. There are no accidents, and I appreciate you being here. Damn, good shit. Welcome to the stream. I do believe in the heart of the cards. But I might have to stilt the odds in my favor. So let's go ahead and review my deck real quick. Because I'm not really... I'm going to go ahead and put these at the top. Because I will say he's using slights more often than the other two did. So because of that, since I'm using low costs on these, so I can get more of them in, I'm probably going to need more zeros to break him, and then offer my own slights for when he, yeah, that's what I'll do. That should work though. He's also a little tanky. Vexen's surprisingly thick. Shield Bane moment. Yeah, Master Uguay, great to have you. I don't know if you're interested in Smash at all. I don't know how long you've been here, but I've been doing Smash on Mondays. I'm going to do a little bit more tonight after I finish this boss. We also play Fire Emblem over on Michael's channel. You can catch that in the description, and we have a Discord. So if you find yourself liking this community, there are ways to get more of it, but I really appreciate you subscribing. And I hope to make that investment worthwhile. Alright, there we go. We're gonna go ahead and just Lethal frame his ass. Stay over here, stay over here, stay away.
I shall freeze you.
Oh, I gotta remember that that's what he's doing. God. God. Oh my gosh. I keep forgetting you can't. I'm just gonna break him. Why did I fall for that? I thought that was the one where like the ice comes up from the ground, but he just killed me with that last time. So you either break him or you take the hit. And because I'm doing a no HP run, I can't take the hit. Oh hey, it's Master Chief. Hell yes.
Who are you?
I don't know if you all know this, but 2 subscribers in 2 days? That's crazy. That does not happen really. So, thanks for coming. Alright. I'm gonna load up my my slide and have the 0 ready in case he does one of his own. Yep, if he does that, just go ahead and do my slide. Then load up the next one. And then go back to the 0 just in case. See, now he did his. Wait for a regular card. Here we go, lethal frame time. Okay, this is the strat. Well, I gotta load up my slide first. There's that. Break that again, come on. There we go, time for some lethal frame. Alright, my bad everybody. Had to turn on the Promeo on him. You won't even lay a finger on me. Goofy! Space Jam time! Oh no! Oh no, Goofy! You can't do that to Goofy, that's illegal! He got another 0. I might die here. Oh no! I trusted in Goofy. That was nice. He got 2 zeros back to back. It'll do it. It'll happen. The gameplay sure is mesmerizing. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you all are enjoying watching me die over and over again. Dang it. It was so close. So close. Which I'm pretty sure I was out of lethal frames too. I could have gone for the Mega Ether route. But hey, that's what happens. Part of the cards. You do what you can do. Why didn't you dodge? He did indeed break the Goopy. Come on, Sword, get all the way over there. I know it's tough. He had that 0 loaded up. We are hoping for a good Goofy pull for the end, because he does decent damage. Oh, I got hit there. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. But if I do hit him with every lethal frame, I can't. There we go. Come on, keep it going. Yeah, I can just break that with this. I don't even need to use the 0. Oh, he's out of cards too. Oh no, he's not. Get him, Goofy. Yeah, let's go. Oh man, you can take another one. Yeah, you won't. Come on and slay. And welcome to the jail. Alright, there we go. I have to finish them all off just like that. Otherwise, did I even fight? Did I even win? I heard they decanonized a Goofy movie. Absolutely not. A Goofy movie is This is a Goofy movie.
As I expected, you weren't one to die very easily.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take all the praise.
I wouldn't be so sure. Did you even notice? I was delving deep into your memory as we fought.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
And here, look what I found. A card crafted from all the memories that are locked in the other side of your heart.
Wait, I don't like this. They're gonna show us Twilight Town before we get to Kingdom Hearts 2? That feels gross. That feels icky. I don't know if I like that.
Memories. In the other side?
Let's go, Promeo. Sora learns freeze. Oh, so the move that Vexen was just doing. Alright, well, I don't see any issue with ending the Sephiroth bootleg version. I don't see anything wrong with ending the stream here a little bit early. It means that I actually did lie. You had less time to get 15 likes. No, I'm just kidding. The goal was 10. We smashed that. 13, baby. But I'm going to save, and I'll be ending this stream and starting a new one. So for those of you who are here, thank you for being here. All 9 of you. Maybe 10. Who knows? Maybe YouTube's lying. But I'll be right back shortly to start up a Smash stream, and Orange Spartan I know is going to join me on voice chat. Fujin might also join me in voice chat. They usually host the Smash streams with me. But yeah, just look out for that very soon, like immediately. I'm going to do minimal work. I'll find some screenshot of Smash happening. Use that for the thumbnail. Make a BS title, and then we'll go from there.
No taking that back later.
So if you want to get yourself a drink of water while I get set up, that would be great. Anyway, after this last cutscene finishes and I save, we'll cut it.
A card made out of memories from the other side of your heart? I wonder what it does.
We'll find out soon enough. It's the only one we have left. No
Does
other
that clock
way to
tower
move forward.
intentionally look like a face? Like, I know they never, well, I never saw them do anything with that. But I always thought it looked like a, kind of like a big bug or insect. Alrighty. Yeah, thanks for the excellent stream. I had a great time. Excellent conversations, good gameplay, decent gameplay, and good company. So, goodbye, y'all. We will soon finish this fight. I'll catch you all at the Smash stream. See you in 10.